taverns and inns.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I think the Reverie is probably still my top one.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Derek, I like the brick background. Looks real nice.
New carpet
I
looks
do too.
nice.
I turned my microphone on so I could say that, but I was allowing everyone else to like speak their piece before I just blurted out, "Like your wall."
Sorry,
Everyone likes our brick
I'm not
background,
waiting. I
but
like the wall.
I have my desk is against the brick, so I'm like,
Aw.
Clinton
I'm
was
like-
respectful.
Oh yeah, Reese and I are now like 2 feet from each other.
we are.
So
Aw,
when he
so
kills you,
close.
you
Aw.
can smack him. Me and Josh used to play video games next to each other. We had
We
to
are
separate.
very close. I'm already very sweaty.
It's been a hot one today.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Also, this room is like slightly tilted, and I'm ever so slowly just rolling backwards.
Really?
Yep.
It's good for your core strength.
Unfortunately, we are also close enough that Gilda has realized we're in the same space.
And now must demand attention. Oh God.
She's
Ma'am.
like 2 for 1.
Oh, for real though.
One of
She
you is free.
Okay, give me 1 second and then I'll be done, and then we can get
Okay.
this stupid
I
joke out of the goddamn
No.
way.
How was your birthday? You said you were doing karaoke?
Oh yeah.
It was good. Karaoke was good. What I remember of karaoke was good, and what I don't remember, I'm sure was also
It was good.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I haven't like gone out and done that in a really long time, so it was nice to, I don't know, do something that felt a
Do
little
something?
pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I get happy when I just like
Wait, there was a pandemic?
yeah.
yeah, I know. I'm
Clint's
like, oh,
just
it's
been
been
in his basement all
Slowpoke me.
3 years.
I live
I
in
already-
Florida. It didn't come down here.
There you go. The Gators got it right. That was a Gator thing.
Ma'am, your tail.
Right in front of the camera. But, yeah, no, it was good. So, geez, another year older. Ugh. I was like a whole week. I
21,
had no
right?
29. Yeah, 21. Hey guys, barely legal.
Wait till you hit 30, then it's all downhill from there.
That's what they say. I feel like it's all uphill after 30. Honestly, my 20s were pretty.
I'm
messy.
waiting to
I
see
hit
it.
30 this year, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm actually in
Yeah.
better shape than I've been in since I was in my teens, so I'm pretty happy.
Nice.
I hit 30 and I became salaried.
We'd love to see that.
I hit 31 and nothing special happened.
I hit.
Reason, stop doing math in your head.
Yeah.
I was like literally sitting in the office and I was like, wait, if 5 of us all pick different ones, that means. And I had to do math on my hands. I like multiplied 5 on my hands like a dummy.
I turned 37.
Anything happen, or that it just hit 37?
Just hit it with a hammer.
Nice. Smack it.
I hit 31. 31. Nothing happened. COVID happened.
COVID
Yeah,
happened.
pretty much. 30 sucks so far. That's all been during COVID.
Yeah.
How do I fucking full view this stupid slideshow? There we go.
I guess I should log into Foundry. Mm-hmm.
Don't let anything take your attention away from the very impassionate, presentation we're about to receive.
But also, let me give me another second because my screens are not set up right. Like extended wrong. There we go. No, it's
That was
okay.
something I did not remember to check. My bad.
It's okay. There we go. I think it's right now. There we go. Now I'm not having to go around the world.
The mouse just travels.
Yeah.
It goes to another dimension and then comes back. Yeah.
Share my screen. Oh god, this is so
Yep.
stupid.
Yep. Nope. Come on, now you really got to do it. I didn't actually think you were gonna, so now we've really.
I
gotta
love
do
this.
it.
I might just vote for you, even if I don't like it, just for the hard work you put in.
It took like an hour, maybe.
Yeah, an hour.
30,
That's-
maybe 30.
I would say that's about 59 minutes longer than anyone else thought about a name.
Exactly.
So, the Unobtainers. Is it
I
the
thought-
best name? I think so, and you're about to change your mind if you don't think so.
I feel like I'm on Shark Tank.
Right?
Just to give you guys an agenda of today's presentation, we're gonna give you a how, what, and that's
I
why.
love this.
The Unobtainers. I'm gonna tell you how I got there, and you're probably gonna say, first of all, Riza. Unobtainers, that's a fucking made up word. And I'm gonna say, English is a fucking made up language, so all bets are off. Unobtain. It's a verb. It's to prevent one from getting, acquiring, or securing something. And I have looked at the stats from our quest.
Show us those stats, Riza.
Okay, yeah, let's see these statistics.
According to our quest blog, most of our quests, 52% of it, is unobtaining. A lot of it, surprisingly so, consists of preventing another party, some might say a bad guy, from getting a very important object. 29% is others, miscellaneous, not important to this presentation, and a mere 17% actually is obtaining, which is not really relevant. So we couldn't be called obtainers. That wouldn't be. That would be lying, and we don't want to be liars. This is just a quote I found about obtaining. I don't know who James Allen is.
You know James Allen? Come on. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea who he is either.
What do you ask yourselves? What have we actually unobtained? Well, a big one. The Chain of Tharizdun from every fucking damn demon out there. We have unobtained it from them and have yeeted it to Force Grey. We haven't actually obtained it for ourselves. Another one is the Mythalar from the Digger Matox. I doubt it that we're actually going to use the Mythalar for ourselves at this point. Dagrin from the Three Hags. We have currently... I'm sorry for the apostrophe. Last line, I mean. Dagrin from the Three
Grammar
Hags.
-1.
-1. Dagrin from the Three Hags. We are about to yeet him to Amundra's organization, the Soft Claws, so that he is in safekeeping. We are actually not obtaining him for ourselves. Blobby from Joyblex. We have unobtained him from the claws of Joyblex, from Joyblex's blobby gelatinous claws. And the most compelling argument of them all, us, from Menzo Baranzan. We have unobtained ourselves from slavery and whatever else, whenever insidious experiments they have planned for us. And may I add that they are still after us. So this entire time we have kept ongoingly unobtaining ourselves from them. We are just so good at this. So that's why the unobtainers, for when you don't want the bad guys to have the very important thing. That's my presentation. Thank you very much for your time. Have a good night, everybody.
I was clapping. You couldn't hear it, but I was clapping.
All right, so now can we have our statisticians check the math on those facts?
Yeah, I feel like that's not
Well,
a statistic.
Also, unobtainable is a word, and it's That's not the definition.
Unobtainable is a word. Unobtained.
Unobtainer.
Wait, but
Unobtain is that.
so to obtain something would mean that you've gotten it, right? So in theory, to unobtain it would mean you had it and you lost it, right? No.
It's
Oh.
it's a made up word, so it means what you want it to
Sure.
mean.
Fair. That is fair.
There we go. That's it. That's my dumb presentation.
I almost tried to drink a beer from last week, or 2 weeks ago, actually.
Ew.
I would suggest not doing that.
No, I'll drink this one from today.
Hi, BB.
It's a passionate plea for sure. Not doubting that.
Wow.
Don't know if it was enough to sway me to vote for it.
I had 3 votes. You get 1.
You had 1 left. It's a pity vote.
No, it's not. I saved it because I wanted to hear the presentation. And I not necessarily believe in her presentation. I believe in her passion.
I believe in her.
Yeah.
Believe in me. Who believes in you?
Thank you, Kamina.
I like Reverie but Reverie chaotique, spelled IQUE, to make it sound French.
Because French exists
Yeah.
in this world.
Reverie sounds French to me. It probably isn't, but I think it just sounds that way. Like, I don't know why. It just sounds it to me. I'm wrong, but it's okay. And then so the and I liked chaotic Reverie because it's like a chaotic daydream or some shit, whatever.
Keep
And
in mind,
then-
people will be less likely to hire you if you have certain words in your group name.
Well, chaotique doesn't like it's like a yeah, I don't know. That's fair. That's fair. I didn't want to be like chaotic, but like a little homage maybe. But that was just that again. That's my 0-point PowerPoint presentation.
Would someone hire us if we are the unobtainers? Because we're not going to obtain what they
I
want.
don't think they're gonna hire
We-
us for
we
a
just-
fetch quest
well-
if our name is we don't get things.
So what we do know is that magic exists in Dungeons and Dragons, and magic exists in Harry Potter, and in Harry Potter, pictures move around and stuff. So it's believable that business cards could also have like a picturesque feel to them, and so Riza's PowerPoint presentation could be a business card. So then we just hand out business.
You mean where it describes like what we do, or
We
like
hand out-
what it
yeah, we
actually
hand out-
means?
We hand out our business cards to people, and it's just Riza's PowerPoint presentation on why we're the unobtainers.
I just think that it's just a great name for what we do.
It's a
what
little,
we do best.
a little. What are they? 2x3, 3x4, or something? I don't know.
You can put that last slide on a business card. The unobtainers.
I'd like to point out, Clinton, that chaotique is the actual translation for French chaotic.
Really?
Yes.
Nailed it.
And reverie is a French origin word.
Yeah, Reverie
I
is like
freaking
literally
nailed it.
dream in French.
See, I did it. I did it so good.
I did.
I didn't know
I
that.
did it so
It
good.
sounded French to me, but that doesn't mean. I mean, wow, cool. But I like words that sound like we like. So to me, my main reason that I didn't like unobtainers, I really like your PowerPoint presentation, and you had a brilliant argument. It just sounds negative to me, as in like these guys suck. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Miss Reverie Chaotic is okay to you?
No,
I
well,
don't like Reverie Chaotique. I just want to
Sure,
throw
no.
that
Your
out there.
argument is a little wild.
no, that's 100% fair. That's the chaotic nature of Clinton. But
You're like, unobtainers is too much.
well, no, I yeah, sure. No, it just sounds like we don't obtain. Like the normal everyday person is
We
just
don't
gonna be
obtain.
like,
We keep others from obtaining. Bad guys from obtaining.
but see, I don't.
That's what we do. We keep the bad guys from getting the stuff that they want.
I 100% understand what Clinton's saying, though. So if you're saying that, a better word for Clinton would be like the protectors
No, that's
or
cheesy.
something like that.
Preventers.
I hate
Prevent,
it.
like something
I
like
hate
that.
that. I hate
I
it.
hate.
That's
I also
why
hate
I like the unobtainers.
it.
I think it's sleek. I think it's kind of funny.
Sleep.
It's sleek. It's kind of funny. There's a joke in it.
It's a little bulky. It's a little bulky.
I was gonna say
Menagerie
personally, it
Chaotique
feels
is?
very
Bulky. It's a mouthful.
I'm.
I like how much more crisp the Reverie is.
I don't like the Reverie.
Can't we
But
put them together?
She likes gray reverie though. What's
I'm-
the French word for gray?
Gray.
Grease.
No, it can't
Gross.
be gray. It's got to
Grease.
sound romantic. I'm sure it sounds romantic, even though it's just gray.
I think it's.
I'm pretty sure it is
GRIS.
very literally GRIS, grease.
Yeah.
I'll be fine with the
Pronounced
Reverie
like
'cause I'm
grease,
not
like
voted,
greasy?
but I will say that I don't like the Reverie, and I also think that it's outdone.
Outdone.
It's been done before. Doesn't Matt Mercer have something called the Reverie?
I think he has the Revelry.
The
which is-
Revelry, gotcha.
Yeah,
It's
the
a fairly
Revelry is like
common
the
word.
pirate island, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
And that's more like party drinking than like.
the Revelry people.
The unobtained Reverie. Done.
No.
Why?
Alex making everyone unhappy.
Yep.
Compromise.
Unhappy and happy at the same time.
A true compromise is when nobody is happy.
True.
Gilda,
Little shits it is.
Little shits it is.
Oh, your face is so cute.
We could be the obtainers
No.
because what we actually did was obtain the chain so that someone else couldn't, and what we actually did was obtain Gloppy,
Blobby.
from
Globagool.
the slime Globagool from the Slime King. So all like what we really done is obtain these
No.
things so that someone else couldn't obtain
There's a
them.
reason why Unobtainers is on the list, is because if you look at the first notes that I had, Obtainers was in the beginning of it, and then I crossed out the Obtainers and replaced it with the Unobtainers because I didn't like the Obtainers.
Hmm.
There's
I
a thought
also liked what was that
process.
other French word that was on there?
The Menagerie.
I liked that
The
one too.
menagerie.
We're not animals.
It
That was
doesn't
my
have to be-
thought.
Aren't we?
It's if you
Are
actually
we
look
not?
at hold on. If you look at it, it is not.
We're gonna be
specific
here
to
all night.
animals. It's not specific to animals. That's just one of the definitions.
Yeah,
a
but
collection
that's
of- It's just a collection of things or people, actually.
I like the Reverie more than I like the Menagerie. I think.
I like the Reverie
Agreed.
more too.
But I
Could
like
we just
some
be
of-
Reverie instead of the Reverie? Could we just be Reverie?
I feel like the is like.
That's worse.
needs a little sticking point. I think.
How about the wedding party?
I did kind of like that one.
I hate that one.
The romantics.
I hate all the romantic.
I think our party name should just be 50 Shades of Ray.
I'm the only one pursuing any romances here, so y'all better fucking like.
Right, that's
Nut
why
up
I'll
or
be
we're
right
shut
back
up.
while you discuss this.
that's why we're the
Maybe-
wedding party.
Yeah, that's true. But maybe we get entertainment out of
Miss
You.
my lover is missing, and then Miss I'm not ready for a romance, and
Wow.
then we've got
Wow.
Mr. or person, I don't know, this person who's like, mushrooms are my personality. And then we've got Mr. I'm a goblin, which I don't know what that means. Like goblins don't fuck.
He said he's never been with anyone. Leave him alone.
Wow, haters coming
Yeah,
out
what
because
a
he
hater.
didn't like the
You have
PowerPoint,
to-
man. Wow.
Way to throw mud on your whole entire party.
Right. It's he's
yes,
just
pursuing
he's-
romance, meaning I get married and held hands the entire night.
I'm a shy girl.
he's a self-loathing goblin, and you have to learn to love yourself before you can love someone else.
That's
Okay.
bullshit.
Can I get an amen?
That's a
Here,
toxic
here.
one.
So
I mean, listen, I also liked Night
But now that we know how-
Night Watch, like, did we want to incorporate another word into
Yeah.
like the Reverie that would make people more comfortable with it not feeling too cloned of something else?
Listen, I'm fine with the Reverie being what it is, because I can clearly see that I am outvoted. Like, that's fine.
Well, preferably we land on something that nobody specifically hates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Fine,
think she's
guys,
actually
I can hate it.
Listen, I've been married twice, and I know that that's fine means that it's not
It's
fine.
not.
That's
Just
if
a
there's one
name.
thing I've learned, that is one thing that I've learned.
Just a name that we'll be repeating weekly for the next how many years?
You know.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
No, I'm returning it right now.
Or is there like another name that we all kind
I'm
of like
unobtaining that name.
in the middle? You know what I mean? Like, we don't all have to pick our first choice if it's your last choice. Like, we could all pick all of our second choices, you know? Like,
Menade
That
a
sounds
trois.
horrible. What's everybody's second choice?
My second choice was actually the Reverie.
Same.
My first choice was the Menagerie Chaotique.
What was your first choice?
Yeah, Riza, what was your first choice?
The entertainers!
Oh, really? I thought that was like your second.
Oh, really? Yeah, no, it was actually my fifth one.
I thought you did like a PowerPoint presentation for your least favorite name.
My second, I think, was the Night's Watch.
She just put that in the. She like literally just moved it to the recycle bin and then set it on fire in anger.
Oh, it lives in the Google Docs, so it's a Google Slides.
it'll be there forever.
It'll be there forever.
Because no one deletes that shit.
So I will say Night's Reprieve and Reverie are two of my top ones. I don't like the Unobtainers, but I am perfectly content to do any of the sorts of Night Watch or Midnight Wardens or any of those versions of something.
I don't like the serious ones, if I'm being honest. Like Night's Watch. Anything. I don't know. But again, I'll go with Unobtainers. Honestly, like I'll take it. I'm not gonna sit. Like I'm not gonna like lose sleep
The
tonight
Night Dreamers.
over like
Close to the
a name.
daydreamers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I wrote that down and when I was brainstorming, and I was like, "This is fucking a stupid name." There's a reason why they don't have Night Dreamers as a saying.
Well, and I also like wanted like our name to not necessarily be tied to what we've like this. I don't know how to
This
describe it. Like
campaign?
yeah, like not just
This
like
little this
yeah, like including the Pale Knight, like like because we're gonna do so much more to the point where it's like, why are we still known for the fact that we released Pale? You know what I'm saying?
For me, all the night things I think have to do with all of our dreams. Like that's
I get sure.
that's what I
sure.
think of it more than like pale
And
night.
I guess
more
the
like-
dreams are going forever.
Yeah, the
Right.
dreams are forever. That's why they're
Forever.
categorized differently. Like that's why I moved the demon ones, because I also wasn't a fan of like being named after anything demon related, because I was like, the next
Right.
campaign is not demon related at all. That's gonna be dumb.
Well, and it's fair that we were known for that, and like that's I kind of come up with things like Like what was the slime king? What's his name? He had like an actual name, right?
He had an actual name, but
Jubilex?
that is the Demon Lord.
The
This-
Pudding King
the
was
Pudding King that we heard the name of, but nobody ever wrote it down, so we don't know it.
Was he not? I thought he was Jubilex.
No, he was not.
No, he was an avatar of Joylix.
Oh, okay. So like I was thinking something like you know how whenever Daenerys was introduced, she had like 75 fucking names.
Uh-huh.
Like so like something we could have like obviously we're not going to put Releaser of Pale Night as one of our accomplishments, but something like Destroyer of Pudding King or not that, but something of the nature.
When we keep it introduced, we just keep adding stuff on.
Right.
The Reverie, the Unobtainers, the Killer of Pale Nights.
May I present to you 10 feet under? There are 5 of us. We have 10 feet, and we're in over our heads.
I also like the half-cocked one, whatever that half-cocked and hellbound or something
Half-cocked
like
and
that.
hellbound.
I kind of like that. I liked that feel. How's that? Not necessarily like I liked the feel of half-cocked and hellbound, if that makes sense.
it feels a little long for like a group name for me. Like I liked the idea
Feels
of like
jokey.
I like when I thought of like Shots in the Dark and Reese was like, what if we called ourselves the Shots for like short?
And then
Like-
our theme song could be shot, 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 shot.
Yeah,
shot,
and I
shot,
also
shot,
like
shot,
the thing
shot.
with the shots in the dark is because like if a client like hired us, we could say that they took a shot in the dark, which I thought was funny.
I did like so I liked Blessing and a Curse, but I didn't feel like it was a good like name. But then I kind of morphed it into Blessing's Curse, and I thought that kind of sounded cool, even though it may not make sense in any way, shape, or form. It just kind of sounded cool in my head.
That's why. So I kind of liked. I didn't rank it on here because it wasn't in my top 3. But like Evening's Curse or Midnight's Curse, because it's like it can be kind of like a play on words where it's like every night like we suffer through like our own sort of like dream curse, but also like the idea that like we're in the dark and we're a light in the dark of all these things that could be going on. So like we could do something like that. That's sort of like playing off that curse idea.
Except for Thea and what's my character's name again?
Zoltan.
Thank you, Zoltan. We don't suffer alone. We share our suffering with everyone else.
True. Well, yeah.
We still
I mean,
suffer though.
you
Right.
still
It
suffer
was-
from it though,
It was yeah.
like it's a little melodramatic, but like if we wanted some sort of like kind of darker tone, that might be a good way to go about it. That has that sort of cursed idea in it.
Derek, I feel like you could start a podcast with that wall behind you.
It's a nice wall.
It's a perfect wall. I've always wanted a brick wall in my house. I might just build a freaking brick wall.
Do we want to keep discussing names or do we want to put a pin in it and we can all think about it more?
But the Reverie, guys, oh my god, this is taking too fucking long.
Are you sure?
No, everybody's decided. We voted.
Did we vote?
I mean, technically we have, unless we like do another round of voting. I don't see the
You
votes
know,
changing.
I changed my vote to the Unobtainers.
Which vote? You had 3 of them.
I don't
That
see
wasn't. That was just a bring to the table. I thought that wasn't necessarily a vote.
like unless we get one vote each, like I don't see anybody voting at something else that they brought to the table, so it will be like the same thing essentially.
Yeah.
So
We can always have a rebranding if something really bad happens to us. Like
That's true. We could,
No,
you know,
this is it
we could,
forever. We're gonna
we could-
buy the stationery, the business
management.
cards.
we
The
got
only
new management.
rebranding we do is colors and
If half
font
the party
change.
dies again and we get some new people in here, we might have to rebrand.
there you go.
When, yeah.
But maybe we'll use it as a working title. We'll try it out, and if we want to switch to something else, we can.
Such a lie. Don't lie to me. If you use something as the working title, it's gonna stick.
The survivable.
the super
I
survivable.
love it.
I
love
know
it.
you do.
Survivable ones.
The really
That's
survivable.
what
Can
you
we
want.
be?
You want that to be your title. You want to be like Zoltan the Survivable of the Reverie. Like that's what you want your real name to be.
Oh, well, it is now. Thank you. Zoltan the Survivable
You're welcome.
of Reverie.
What about something that sounds similar to the Reverie? Just, kind of mouthfeel. I was thinking, what about Irrevenance? Because it sounds like
Sounds like irrelevant, but it's
irrelevant. And revenants keep coming back from the dead.
Should
Yeah,
we
and
be
like-
known as like people who come back from the dead a lot?
Well,
what-
not specifically coming back from the dead, but, keep coming at things.
Hmm.
You can't keep us down.
irrevenant. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
irreverence and
Yeah.
revenant.
The Revenants aren't bad in terms of like they keep coming back. Like we always keep coming back. Kind of got that same.
The
Yeah,
Revenant, like the movie.
Yeah, like the movie. We all lived in a bear. Everything is derivative of something else, Reason. There's nothing that
All right,
exists in the world in a
Sorry,
vacuum.
because I was like trying
Well,
to
hold
figure
on.
out the word
Hold
in
on.
my brain.
There is.
And I was like,
there-
what word is that? Oh, the Revenant, the Revenant movie.
The Unobtainers does not exist in the world. That was 100% original. One of one, custom.
That's done by me, baby.
Yeah, I don't know what are people feeling.
I- I'm feeling I need to turn the fan on in my office. That's what I'm feeling.
Do we want to put a pin in this and come back to it next week and see
I'm
what people
feeling
think?
that we should just pick the Reverie because everybody voted for it. That's what I'm feeling.
I'm feeling like we've narrowed it down to like two options that people really want.
What is
But
the second?
also, if we go with either of those options, there are some number of people that are unhappy about it.
So one of them is the survivable. What's the other one that everyone really likes?
Derek's like, I hate you all.
No, I'm good.
Derek's just like he's been prepping this entire time. He's just like, this is great.
Ooh.
So I feel like
did y'all
people are happy with the Unobtainers and the Reverie. And there are a number of people who are unhappy with both of those options.
Yeah.
I
I'm
know
happy.
where Chris means me. So really, it doesn't make sense to hold it up for me because it's one person when everybody else has voted for the Reverie.
Yeah, but
But if we do like
get
I'm
that,
gonna
but I also
fucking reach through the screens and chokehold all of you. That's
If
how
we
much
do-
rage I feel. For
All
this
right, fuck
city.
Reason for the Reverie now.
Thank you.
We did it.
Trying to
Thank
make
you.
everybody happy.
if we do like a an electoral college type deal, if we do like an electoral college type deal,
I don't like it when
Reason-
people give me pity.
We're not
Jesus.
giving you pity.
Wanting
No, I
you
just
to
feel
be
like we
happy
bullied
is
you
not
into
giving
it.
Want
you
you to-
pity.
Feel part of the group.
No.
Whew.
So
So the Reverie it is.
Yay, we're the Reverie.
Survivabelle. Reveries.
Raise a reverie.
The
Rainbow's
Reverie.
Reverie.
The Raveries.
The ravery.
Raveries.
I like it.
You can call us that if it makes you feel better.
No, it does not, because it's
I'm gonna introduce us as
Stupid.
that.
You've got a weird accent. Where are you from? We're the Raveries.
Can it be Les Reverie?
Oh my jeez.
I need to let go of
You want to really make this French.
La
Les
reverie.
Reverie.
No. I do not want to be French.
Reverie.
I still want you to name your bedroom. Your room.
It's not. It's gonna be. It's Ray's room.
Come
The
on.
No one's
unobtainer.
allowed. He is not.
The unobtained room.
The uncontainer.
The
He is not
uncontainable.
allowed in my room.
Yeah.
No, he is allowed.
Why?
Wow.
Because if you go in her room, you're going to take shit and not give it back.
No, I wouldn't.
You already took her shirt.
I have one shirt.
Well, that's her fault for dumping the entire room.
And it would be
In her
her fault
sleeping
for
space.
allowing you into her room if she did.
Uh,
I feel like this is like in Mean Girls. I want my pink shirt back.
that's literally all Thea's wanted this whole time, was to just be invited into Ray's room for a
You're gonna be
sleepover.
invited. Everyone's invited to a sleepover. Ray's got a big bed.
One
big
big
bed.
bed.
That one big bed.
That was what was the name of that one? Not another D&D.
Oh yeah, it's from
Right.
NADPOD. Yeah.
There it is.
All right, so are we all ready then?
I
It's
think
like,
we
does
can
anybody want to
finally
play
begin the
D&D
game,
tonight?
yes.
How long did that take? Like
40 minutes.
I feel like the first time we actually have to introduce ourselves, we're all gonna be like, the Rev.
I think we got all of our introductions out of the way last session, so nobody this time is going to ask it, so we don't have to. We can wait a
You don't
little
have
bit
to,
before we
yeah.
have to do it.
Everyone's gonna be like those guys.
Derek starts with, what was y'all's name again?
All right. So when we left off with you last time, you had been in the middle of meeting with this large group of people in Blingdenstone. You had given them, given Force Grey specifically, one of the chains to hold on to for you. And they had agreed to gather some resources for you. That was where we were. What would you like to do?
Weren't we supposed to go to Neverwinter?
I think we were going to try to go up to Neverwinter. Yeah, because we wanted to find Delinda Vosk.
So
think.
Bruno had mentioned that there are teleporters in the city that we could traverse to Neverwinter for however long it takes artists to get in contact with. They were going to find somebody to get us to Monteldareth, right?
Yeah. We went with their guide instead of
Because you don't want to go with Czar the 17th.
No, I think so. We were gonna go with Czar the 17th's friends. He wasn't even gonna go with us. He was gonna send the two other people he's here. But I think we decided not to use the Zentrum to get there.
The Harpers have their own guide in Monteldareth who happened
Who's after
to
the same thing that the Zentrum are.
who happened to be against rivaling against the Zents.
so we have time to kill, because I guess we're waiting for artists to get us guides to Monteldareth.
Yeah.
And
So
we're
that
waiting,
we can get a guide to Griffin Hollow.
Artistes.
and we're waiting to see if Amundra is going to take Daggerin from us.
Yes.
Keep him safe.
We're gonna unobtain him.
Okay, so for the moment, you're going to go to Neverwinter.
Yeah. How many months has it been since we've been above ground, Derek?
Since,
Oh.
let's find out in just a moment.
It's got to have been close to half a year, probably.
No, it's been in total about 4 months.
Oh, only 4 months.
Yeah. Which is not a short amount of time to not see
No.
the sun for.
It's a
Tell
long
me
time,
about it.
long time to be underground, yeah.
Hashtag submarines.
Oh boy, I can't imagine. Also, I was wondering, just as like a general text question. So if my blessing from Entomok only works when I'm underground, if I go above ground, does it end permanently or will it like kick back in once I'm underground again?
It just doesn't function while you're above ground.
Otherwise, I was going to be like, guess I can't go to Neverwinter until we get this whole thing sorted out because
Yeah,
I can't have
it
to live
doesn't
underground forever now.
function while you're above ground, but you don't lose it or anything like that.
Okay, cool.
That would suck real bad.
That would. That's why I figured I'd check before knowing how much suck I was going to get into.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't work while you're up there, but you don't
Cool.
lose it or anything like that. It's just not active.
Do you guys think we should like talk to like Raynar before we like go up to Neverwinter? Isn't he from there? Neverember, right? Isn't his family from Neverwinter? No.
I don't know.
Huh? Who?
Rain, the guy in the Lord's Alliance, who I imagine I would have some passing knowledge of being a person that lived above ground for a long time, right?
Yeah, the Lord's Alliance is, a well-known organization that links a bunch of the city-states on the Forgotten, or on the Sword Coast.
Yeah. Just, we could probably ask them if they have any suggestions on how to find this guy we're looking for at Neverwinter. One of them might have heard of him if he's a powerful enough mage. Could be worth a shot. Asking if one of them knows. I'll go over and talk to them if you want. Kipo, do you know? Did your family tell you anything more about them or no? Because I think they owe your family the favor, right?
Yeah, just that, they were an associate, and to mention Dad's name.
I'll go over and talk to the Lord's Alliance people then if they're still milling about. If we're all still in the entrance hall, if we've left, then I won't
everyone's still here because they've basically said, we're gonna break while everyone goes and does the things their organizations need them to do. But nobody's in a hurry to leave.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. I'll go over and ask.
Yeah, you can approach the Lord's Alliance.
Oh boy. It's a lot of powerful people to talk to. Okay. Pardon me. I think our group is headed up to Neverwinter, I think, for a quick spell, and there's someone we're looking for in the city. I'm not sure if any of you are very familiar with the people there.
Yeah, Raynar will step forward and say, I live there most of the time.
We're looking to get in contact with a mage there named Alindavos.
Oh. Yeah, crazy old guy.
Yeah, great. Yeah, that not super reassuring to hear, but he may be able to help us with some magical questions we have. So, do you know where we can find him in the city?
Yeah, he lives under the Dolphin Bridge.
Okay. I've never been also to. I don't think any of us have ever been to Neverwinter. Anything
not.
we shouldn't miss while we're up there? You've been there? Oh, Kipo. What other truths haven't you told us yet?
What haven't you asked about?
I guess I feel like all the times we've asked about things, you're like, oh yeah, I'm from the Underdark. I just never assumed you actually made it to Neverwinter, but that's good to know.
Oh no, I did extensive studies amongst many universities across the surface.
This is news.
This is news.
I was part of a mercenary band for a bit in Neverwinter.
But who? We're about to go there. Should we be should we be
No,
nervous?
it wasn't anything bad. We were just, a band of people who went and found people who needed finding.
I was in a band of mercenaries that went through Neverwinter at one point.
Everybody's been further north than I have.
What was your band called?
The
I
Unobtainers.
don't remember. Har har har.
What was your band called, Kipo?
Guilt's Folly.
Huh. I don't think I've heard of that, but did you leave on amicable terms or not so great terms?
No, yeah, we're chill.
I don't think it's a gang where you have to get like beat out.
What?
Yeah, you just get it's like freelancing. When you
I
need
don't know.
when you need coin, you like look for a mercenary guild. They hire you. They take a portion of your earnings. You get the coin, you move on.
That's fair. I guess I'm not used to being in situations where you're let go so easily. That's all. But-
Also known as a job.
Yeah.
Also
Yeah.
didn't have one of those.
What were you doing all your life for money?
I
Being in a cult, apparently.
just had money. I didn't have to work for it.
Oh wow, you're one of those.
Oh yeah.
I mean, when you're around for 120 years, it's odd that you never have a job in your life. So, it just comes up every now and then.
Yeah, I guess. Well, is there? I mean, I guess. Do you know all the hip spots? Actually, you know what? And then I like think about asking Kipo about like all the good places to eat, and then I go back to to Raynar, and I'm like, where's a good place to eat that serves like a good like vegetarian and non-vegetarian options? Because I realize if I ask Kipo, he's just gonna take me to mushrooms.
All mushrooms, all the way down.
Yep, he's like, oh, this place is gourmet and it's just truffles.
It is gourmet.
It's gourmet.
He considers it for a moment and says, well, the place that I'd recommend that you definitely make your way to would be the Moonstone Mask, without a doubt. Everyone should experience that at least once in their lives.
Have I been there? Is it a
It is the most famous brothel on the Sword Coast.
That's what I was gonna say. It sounds like a brothel, bro. Like I see.
It is.
I don't know if Baru would know that is a brothel or not. I am trying to figure out exactly how sheltered she was if she would have heard about that.
It's pretty wildly famous. Like
Okay.
it's a landmark.
I'm like in the background going like.
Yeah, it is
Ray's like, we were going there already.
It is, extremely high class, like very, yeah.
Mucho dinero.
Yeah.
Is
Think
what
it
it
was like a-
sounds like.
Think
We
it was
should
like
at
a
least see
50 gold entry fee.
performance.
It's invitation only. Like you have to have a current member vouch for you to be able to get in.
Yeah.
Like it's
Wow.
very upscale.
Yeah. Well,
Now
yeah.
I definitely
Very
want to go.
exclusive.
Now
Should-
they want to go.
Should we drop your name at the door then, so they'll let us in?
He
He's
says,
like, no, bitch.
absolutely, I'll send ahead so they know you're coming.
Damn. What's this guy's name again that you're talking to?
Raynar
Raynar.
Neverember.
Okay.
Never Ember and Never Winter.
He says, yes, my father thought he was very clever.
Well,
My
thank
father
you
is
for.
Daggelt Neverember, formerly Daggelt Forced.
Oh.
But he believed that a name should reflect a lordship, and so here we are.
See, and you can always change your name. Okay. Well,
In
that's
terms
good.
of a tavern, the Driftwood is probably the best for a place to eat.
Driftwood. Got it. We'll probably need a place to stay, so that's good. Okay.
It's in Blue Lake at least, so you won't have to deal with too much of the unsavory elements.
Mm-hmm. Rich kid to rich kid. Sure.
Jesus.
I didn't have any money. You all met me in jail. I was naked and afraid, so whatever money I had was gone. It's with Lolth now. It was a type.
You're sure acting like a rich kid right now, though.
Her true colors come out.
I know.
I see your true colors.
Listen, Brew grew up with a very
That's why
privileged
I
lifestyle.
love you.
Can't
Now
help that.
you live with us.
Now I live with you.
Is there anyone else that you want to talk to while you're here, keeping in mind that, these people might not all be here when you get back? Some of them might have other things to do now that, they have plans to set in motion.
Right.
Mm.
Derek's like, Riza, if you want to ask a muncher out, now's the time.
That actually wasn't what I was going for.
Oh,
I was
okay.
trying to hint at something else, but that's fine.
Uh-oh.
It's probably
Uh-oh.
that. It's probably that all the Thavians and the Zard the 17th guy knows we're not gonna if we're gonna say anything to them before we go, because they're probably gonna go on their
Are
own.
we gonna miss something? I mean,
I don't even remember who's here.
I mean, all their
Well,
names are by
fortunately,
the
they all
people.
have names next to them, so you don't have to.
Yeah.
Remind me what who the
I-
Shadow Thieves are again, Derek? Are they?
The Shadow Thieves are the representatives of the government of Am, which is a country to the south of here.
Right.
It is, a little bit odd that people called Shadow Thieves would be representatives of the government, but Am is a kleptocracy. Literally,
Yeah.
whoever can steal the ruling spot becomes the ruler.
didn't you mention that they're like gentlemen thieves too? Like,
They're very non-murdery. Yeah.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
like,
They believe stealing is great. Murder? No, we don't do that. No kidnapping, none of that kind of
Robin
stuff. Just
Hood.
thievery. Well, no, they steal from poor people too, but just stealing.
Yep.
Who was it that we were gonna try to ditch the dragon guy with?
That was the soft claws.
That's Amundra.
Should we maybe talk to them? That should. I mean.
she already knows.
Oh, we've already tried
I
to
was
do
going to
that.
have to try and arrange things before just taking him.
Okay, we did that.
Was there any follow-up we needed regarding the mention of Cassandra or Ellen? I mean, I know various groups said, yeah, we
Ooh,
know
yeah.
about them.
Alright, let's remember. Flint from the Adventurers Guild knew DeGeneres.
And I think the Raven
It
Circle
was
had
the Raven Circle.
That knew Cassandra because she came back from the dead.
she chopped her head off and picked it up and walked away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Maybe we
Flimt is the one who said that he's going to ask his people because he doesn't know her directly.
Yeah.
And the Raven Circle doesn't know anything about Cassandra other than that one encounter where she picked up her head and walked away.
Callum Shan said they could look at our bracelets. I'm assuming they're.
We don't have
Me and
bracelets.
Clinton. Me and Zoltan went to Callum Shan, correct? Or can we do that now?
I learned a thing that I was gonna try with that.
I don't think you guys have gone and talked to them specifically. I think we had mentioned it, and they said that they could take a look. But I don't know if you had gone over and been like, "Well, they melted into our skin. Can you still take a look?"
Yeah, I'd like to.
They had mentioned that it was similar. It sounded similar to something that they have experimented with before, and they might be able to take a look at it for you.
Yeah,
We
I'd
have-
like for them to look at me before they run off.
We haven't tried anything to get it removed, right? We haven't tried anything.
No.
I think you
I
tried like
could-
a lesser restoration or something.
Oh.
I learned a spell that maybe will do something, and it doesn't cost anything but a slot if you want to give it a whirl.
What's it called?
Remove curse.
Go for it.
I cast remove curse on Thea.
Thea doesn't feel any different.
Okay. Do we feel that? We feel like the thing, right?
I don't think we
Nope.
felt. No,
We
we
don't
just
feel it?
we saw
Nope.
this. Do we still see the silver though in our veins yet, or no?
Yeah, it's still visible.
Yeah, it did nothing, Zoltan.
It did nothing. Okay.
But thanks.
Well, if you had any curses on you, well, they're gone. Just it's like a good, you're not cursed anymore.
Thanks.
Yep. All of them. Every single one of them. If you had 17 curses, they're all gone.
Wow.
I don't think it's gonna work on that daggering guy though, so I'm not even gonna try it.
I was gonna say we could have used that about 2 days ago.
Well, I feel like that whatever's cursing him is a bit heftier than what this spell
Remove
probably
curse
could
works well
handle.
for like the immediate type of curses. It doesn't work so well for the revenge over generations type of curses.
Right. That just it's a pretty, relatively low level. I mean, it's not like super low, but it's relatively low. And something that lasts as long as that spell lasts, I just feel like is not compatible by this
It's
means
a
of
different
magic.
sort of thing, really.
The Church of Soon is a god of war, light,
Love,
Love.
beauty,
Love, beauty,
pleasure.
passion,
pleasure.
arts.
Is it
Okay.
Soon or Sune?
It's Sunni.
Sunni. So neither.
Sunni?
Hey, do you want to talk to
College?
them before you go talk to Amundra?
I mean, have you looked at them? They kind of.
You might not make it over to Amundra if you go talk to them first.
Maybe you go talk to Amundra and then go talk to them together.
I mean, they're not really my type. I mean, they're hot.
It's for everyone. Here are the two himbos from the Church of Sunni.
I mean, like
Yep.
they're ripped. They're hot,
Oh.
but like
These are the same man.
I know
that-
it's the same dude in the same pose.
That guy with the horns on his head looks like he's really enjoying himself, having a pleasurable time.
They are actually two different dudes. They do look
Yep.
very similar.
They're bros.
One
Live,
looks
laugh,
They're
love,
twins.
guys.
They live
look-
together.
One looks like Brad Pitt and Troy. Achilles. The one
Do
with the
we need
helmet.
any? Do you think this is in quiet hushed tones to the group? Do you think it's worth asking the Knights of Bahamut about Dagrin and his thing going on, or is that worse than?
Different type of dragon, I think.
Yeah, well, I know, but I'm
No.
saying, like, are they gonna get really pissed if we're like, "Hey, we've got the guy here that,"
I
you know
would-
what I mean? Like,
He's just so lawful.
Oh, you think we just like all dragons?
I would. Bahamut is so lawful. I would not.
yeah, I
Oh.
think they're gonna get mad if we say something that we
Yeah, they'd probably be like, "We want to know the culprit, the dude who probably
Oh,
is."
yeah.
Oh, you think we're friends just because he's a dragon? What, we all look alike or something?
No, not what I was going for
If
with
anyone
that.
wants to, they can make a religion check too.
I will.
Yeah, you
I-
should. Can I give her inspiration advantage?
Absolutely. Although I don't think she needs it. Baru, you did learn about Bahamut a little bit in your religious studies, of which you had many. Bahamut's dogma is sevenfold, but you remember the first one, which was justice above all.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think so.
Mm.
I'll probably punish him before anything got proven.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely suffered, but I don't think they're gonna let him off the hook
Well,
from their end. Okay.
However, they would probably just like kill him, like put
Which
him to
would-
death rather than trying to make him suffer for eternity.
which would just turn him into a dragon, and then he would lose his shit, right? Or like beyond that.
No, I think they'd like permanently put him to death. I have a feeling they would try.
I mean, that's cool too, right?
I mean, I'm not going to
Is it?
condemn the guy. I'm not out here to do that, you know. Help him first, and then if he still sucks, then kill him.
I think that's a fair order of operations.
I don't have anybody else to talk to because we're waiting on the Harpers to get their guy back to us. So, and all of the rest of the people seem bad and like people that I shouldn't talk to. So,
I feel like there's somebody here that we are supposed to talk to, though.
I just wanted to make sure that you knew that like these people were not all going to stand here forever.
Right.
was someone joining the Emerald Enclave last time we were here? Was that a thing that happened?
He is a member. Of the
Thea
Emerald
is part of
Enclave.
the Emerald
Oh,
Enclave.
that's right.
Thea
You were
was a
figuring out what
member.
faction you were in.
Thea had amnesia.
And they were like, here's 200 gold. And Thea's like, thanks, I'll keep this forever.
Yep.
Oh,
Forever and ever.
I do remember
Thea was
that.
really tired getting it
It's
done.
a
She did
precious
not sleep
gift.
well.
How could
Didn't-
I spend it?
Didn't we all get gold?
We all got 500 gold. Thea did not get any
Thea's
of the
like,
500
where's
gold.
my share?
Well,
Don't worry. We're
I
gonna.
feel like Thea got 400 gold. We just split it amongst ourselves to be used for Thea in the future if necessary.
Thea's like, that's not necessary. I can protect my own gold.
Okay.
Thea's under conservatorship with her gold.
Thea's like, I'm gonna go talk to Kalimshan. See if they can help me with these bracelets.
Oh, I'll go with you.
Okay, Zoltan and Thea approach the Kalashite delegation over there.
I forget their names.
That is Pasha Tazim and his attendant.
Pasha Tazim? Did I say that right?
I thought for sure Pasha was her.
Pasha's a title.
Oh.
So is his
Okay.
name Tajim?
Tazim.
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 Tasmanian devil. Tazima. And what's her name?
As attendant.
Attendant.
Oh, we don't. She doesn't have. She's
A
just,
title.
I can see from Baru's face that she's very happy about this state of affairs.
No, I just I know who all these remember these people, so it's just funny.
Thea's like, I'm not sure we got to talk very much, but I heard you guys mention about the silver bracelets.
Says, yes, I can take a look at that.
Yeah, unfortunately, myself and Zoltan here took them.
oh, I mean, we did get 50. 5 plat, right?
Interesting. Actually, some of the first, if these truly are similar, you'll be some of the first I've encountered that have put them on willingly.
Yeah, we put them on willingly. Thea's like,
Well, I mean, she paid us.
Thea's like, we were really desperate at the time.
Yeah, that's all.
We honestly probably would have done anything for money.
She speaks nothing but truths.
And I speak only in lies. You may ask us one question.
One.
Nods and takes a very clearly ceremonial dagger out of a sheath. Very clearly ceremonial because it seems to be made entirely of ruby and doesn't really have much of an edge to it.
Oh, nice.
Sort of runs it over the area where the bracelets would be, and you see it start shining. And he says, "Well, I can
Cut off your arm.
Shh.
transfer.
Peanut Gallery.
I could transfer these to my own control, but I can't remove them, of course."
So the bracelet would whatever this is would be under your control?
Yes. Or someone else's, I suppose, if you prefer someone else. It would have to be someone else with one of these, and he holds up the dagger.
Mm.
Do you have one?
Yes.
Like an extra.
Oh no, this is quite new.
Oh. Okay.
Thea's like, we honestly don't know like practically anything about these bracelets. So when you say control, what does that mean?
Well, they have a few capabilities, none of which seem to be in use now, from what I can tell. They do allow for. Where did you say you get these? The person who gave them to you must have had no idea what they were doing.
Well, actually, so question: are you able to like control people with these?
No.
Okay. She was giving them out. She was like paying people to take them and wear them. So I imagine maybe she's like just building a, I don't. You say that maybe she's just laying low until the time's right, in which case she could activate them all at once. Is that something that you can do?
You can only change what they can do when you're next to them, like I am to you now.
Oh, okay. So
I
what is ours
believe
doing?
we got them in Lithmyathar, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it
No?
looks like what she gave you is an earlier version of what we're using now. What we use now more directly allows the owner access to the subject's thoughts. This version was more of a broadcast.
Mm.
So what could you? How could you change it? I guess is the real question. Because right now, everybody just gets our dream. Like we just share our dreams with everybody.
I could link it to myself. Of course, then I would be able to read your thoughts if I so chose.
Thea's like, where would I find one of those daggers?
In Kalamshan.
Are you going there anytime soon?
When we return from this meeting.
So would you be willing to, before you leave, maybe, I don't know, sell us your dagger or give us your dagger since you're gonna go back and
certainly
get
couldn't
another?
do that. This is linked to all of the ones I'm currently connected
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. How much is that dagger?
to.
Like, if we wanted one, what would it cost us to get one?
They're not really for sale on the open market, but I suppose they're going for about 1,500 gold.
Okay. So we need to come up with that before we go to Kalamshan. And so if all you could really do for us is make it so that you have access to read our minds whenever you want, but it would at least stop the broadcast of our dreams to everyone around us.
Yes.
I'll look to Thea and ask her what she thinks about that. It'll be like a visual thing, like kind of like a.
I assure you, I have no desire to peek in on your thoughts, but I understand if you don't feel trusting of someone you've just met.
Well, I mean, we fucking put the bracelet on to someone that we just met, and I guarantee you that she has access to our fucking access to our thoughts
Yes.
at any time too.
No,
Yes,
it
like-
currently isn't set up to do that, from what I can
Oh,
tell.
so only broadcast.
Yes, which is why I said that it appears that she must have been using an earlier version of what we are now.
Gotcha. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Alex?
Thea's like, in all fairness, I think we need to have a discussion with the other party members, because I think they should have a say,
Sure.
having someone else be able to read party members' thought.
Okay. How long are you here for?
He says, I'll be leaving in the morning. Until then, I'll be retiring to my quarters.
How-
Thea's like, our decision won't take very long.
How are you traveling to Kalimshan?
He says, we'll teleport closer and then from there take a caravan.
I was really hoping for a direct teleport. Okay.
Well, Thea goes back to the group and pretty much just word vomits what he said. And was like, I just want to know if you guys feel comfortable with us switching that to this guy versus some rando lady.
I mean, so
Or would you rather just let our dreams keep broadcasting instead?
right. It's currently set to broadcast, and if he takes it, the only thing he'll be able to do is read your thoughts.
At will. So it's not like he doesn't just always hear our thoughts. He can just be
Right.
like, "Oh, I wonder what that Zoltan fella's thinking. Probably about his survivability at this moment in time." And then he'll be like, "Boop, Zoltan, what's going on, Doug?" And I'll be like, "I have no control over this. You can just read my thoughts and stuff."
Did he tell you the other things the bracelet allows you to do? I mean, I know he said it's set in a way that's an earlier version, but what's to say it's not unlocked and he can't change it at will to do other things?
He said that he can only change it when he's next to us. So, but no, he did not tell us any other options besides broadcast and him reading the thoughts. But what he did say was, I can change it, but I would have access to your thoughts. So to me, that kind of gave me the idea that it was only the two. Like it's either broadcast to the world or I can peek in at will. But let's be real, I got no. He's like, I don't give a shit what you're thinking.
The dagger is the control-y bit, right?
Yes.
So what if it was just Sassandra had an earlier version of the dagger and the bracelets all do the same thing? They're just the receivers.
Like a scrying sword.
Yep,
kinda
that's what he
thing.
was talking about, Kipo.
I
Also in NADPOD.
I'm nervous to give someone access to thoughts, but I know the dreams are a good record of people knowing where we are. So,
And that's how Menzo Baranzan has been tracking us. Right?
I mean, we
If
think
they have
that
been
they could
tracking
if
us,
they
we
have
haven't heard
been.
from them in a long
Yeah.
time.
I'm sure they are. They just couldn't get into Lithmyathar for a while.
Yeah. I think if we're still planning on, I don't know.
So
Because most
ultimately, I think the best thing would be for us to get a, quote unquote receiver of our own, and then just we only broadcast to ourselves, right? But until that time, in my opinion, and I am just one, I think that this guy that is a part of this council that we've just given the chains of Therazun to, or whatever they're called, is that the right name?
W-
Any,
We have not given him the chains specifically.
I
Only Force
understand
Grey.
he is a part of this council.
It's not a
And-
council. It is a meeting of leaders.
Yeah, so are the Thavians, and you don't trust them like at all.
Yeah.
They do
Okay.
not have access to the chains.
I understand they don't have access, but everyone here like we've already divulged a lot of information to all of these people, so we have a certain amount of trust to these people, I guess is what I'm saying. I feel like that guy knowing is better than us broadcasting to literally everyone around us.
I guess that's ultimately up to you because that's your thoughts and Thea's thoughts, but I think it's a bad idea.
Yeah. I think we should.
Thea's conflicted, and she
Dreams.
honestly was
Yeah,
more so looking for answers from you guys versus making a decision herself.
Yeah, I think it's a bad idea.
So
I think
another-
this is a stopgap to the information that we were going to be looking for in Graven Hollow anyway.
Well, that's what that's what I was thinking too. Like, this is not our only option. We were giving other information.
Another option, I guess, could be, and this is just to throw one more out there real quick before we move on, is we could just go with him. We could just, I don't know if we have like I know we were planning on going to Neverwinter. If we don't have anything like, and I don't honestly, Clinton nor Zoltan remembers if there's something pressing, a reason we're going there other than just to go. But we could go to Kalimshan now, get Dagger to.
Neverwinter is about a 2-hour trip because of the teleportation circle connection. Kalimshan is about a 2-hour trip to the nearest Lord's Alliance city, and then a week-long journey to Kalimshan.
Sure.
Yeah, not to mention we're
I
kind
think
of
that's
like
a lot of money to spend on just one thing.
yeah,
And
and it
just-
seems like we're trying to solve
Okay.
one problem with two solutions, which it seems like Raven Hollow might have a better solution for this problem.
Okay.
Well, we know where he is, and daggers are if we ever need it in the future.
Is Kalimshan open to outsiders?
Yes. Outsiders aren't exactly like welcomed. They're not like, oh yay, outsiders, but their borders aren't closed or anything. You can, cross them at your will.
Yeah. I know the dreams being broadcasted is bad, but I think it's better to keep that than to put it in the
Sure.
hands of somebody we don't
Sure.
know.
Okay.
Also question, is it? I would like to. Can we go? I would like to talk to him again.
Yeah, you
And
can
just
You can return
just
and
to
talk to them
ask.
some more.
So like, what is this? Pretty much, I just want to know the specific setting that we're on. Like, is it only when we sleep? Like, because like, do they not? Does it not broadcast all the time? Is it just not a sense? Like, why? I just kind of trying to figure out exactly what the setting that it's on does, I guess.
Yeah, he says, right now it's set to broadcast any particularly strong thoughts. Apparently, whatever it's sending out is something that you're feeling more, or is, for whatever reason, front of mind.
So if like, so during like just normal everyday situations, it doesn't seem to broadcast.
He
I don't think.
I don't know. What have you experienced?
To our knowledge, I mean, I guess I wouldn't know if it was I don't necessarily know it's broadcasting. I don't think, but to our current knowledge, it's just when we sleep. We've got these recurring dreams. Have we slept here yet?
He says, yes,
Mhm.
we've experienced those.
Okay, yeah, that's us. So those dreams are the only thing that, and that's the only time, to our knowledge, that it's broadcasting, is when we sleep and and those dreams get, shared.
It's an odd setup. I haven't seen it that way before.
Odd indeed. And I don't believe it's like. the dreams didn't start. Did we have the dreams before we met her?
Yeah.
Okay. So like
Yeah, we just started broadcasting them when we got the bracelets.
right. So like there doesn't I don't believe there's any sort of connection to her and the dreams. Like we just and it's not like she singled us out. So I don't necessarily think that she set it up to broadcast our dreams because I don't even think she knew about our dreams. I don't. It's weird.
This is, the way this was set up was initially meant to be able to inform those that were nearby in case the subject were thinking something like, I don't know, rebellion, particularly strongly. So she could have tuned it to a specific set of thoughts if she knew what she was looking for.
Okay. And is it only two options? Like it's only broadcast or you? Are there
Yes, only broadcast or the holder.
those? Okay.
We've never experienced Zoltan's or Thea's dreams, right?
No, you have your own.
Yours are probably. It's
Actually,
kind of like
Ray briefly experienced
I
Thea's when
thought
they
Ray
held the
did.
Mythalar.
Yes.
Yeah, with the crossover from the Mythalar.
I think it's kind of along the lines of a mind control spell, whereas if one spell is stronger than the other, that one trumps it, and the initial spell is probably stronger than the spell that's broadcasting ours, so yours trumps ours. Does that make sense?
Sure. Zoltan, have you ever tried just thinking really loudly and seeing if the people around you hear it?
You want me to?
Well, I can't confirm. It would have to be somebody else.
Well,
He says,
you can.
as another test, try recalling the dreams that have been being broadcast.
I will recall my dreams.
And he will immediately tell you, and Kipo will also immediately, and whoever else is nearby will immediately be granted images of Zoltan's dreams.
Oh.
Says, yes, that's working. So it seems to be attuned to the specific subject matter.
Okay, now I will think very strongly about a chicken on ice skates wearing a hula skirt.
No one reacts as though they just saw that image.
That is very unfortunate.
How disappointing.
I'll think harder. I'm thinking like really freaking hard about this. Nothing? Oh man, that sucks. Guys, you guys missed out. But so thinking loudly, as you put it, doesn't do anything. It's just the dreams that are broadcast. Because
yes,
I had
so
this really
much as though,
full image.
Much as we don't want to hear every thought in the subject of the bracelet's heads when it's on broadcast, we only want to search for certain trigger words that could indicate there's a problem. She's likely filtered it to a certain predetermined set of subject matter.
Oh. I'll cast minor illusion of a chicken on ice skates with a hula skirt, and just say that's what I was thinking about.
He says to Thea, this likely means that even if she was giving these out en masse, she was targeting people who are having the same dreams as you, maybe.
That is that's interesting. I didn't even know there was others. Did we know that there was others?
I don't know if there's others. I don't think there's others.
By others.
You know she gave
they
these
might-
to a fuck ton of people.
Yes.
Right. So as I'm saying, like, so my question is,
I think she's looking for
Others
us.
by other
Yeah.
people in the party.
well, no. My question though is, are we aware of other people in the world other than the 6 of us who have
no.
dreams of these
No.
natures?
Yeah, that's
No.
what I'm saying. I don't think there's others. I think she's looking specifically for us, and she managed to find you two.
What? But at the same time,
Yeah.
what is the odds? Like, how long have we had these dreams? Did we have these dreams before we met?
They started just briefly before your captivity, your initial
Okay.
captivity.
Right. So we had these dreams before we met each other. I can't be so naive to think that the six of us are the only, or I'm sorry, five of us are the only ones that have had these dreams, and we just happen to find each other, and no one else in the entire universe is having these dreams. Like
But the
Tough.
inverse doesn't hold true either. So the six of us are all here together, but you're saying other people might be having dreams that aren't here together. It
Correct.
seems like Menzo Baranzan and this drow lady who sold you these bracelets, she's probably working for them and they're looking for us. They specifically took us.
But they wouldn't have known about us having. No one knew that we had the dreams.
How do you know that?
How would they have known?
They had
I don't
spooky
know.
demon magic that brought
They
all
have
of the
s-
demon lords to the
they
realms.
Okay,
Look at the people in this room.
I'm just saying, is it not also like a decent notion to say that a lot of people are having the dreams, and so they set these bracelets on this setting so that they
I
can
think
find
they
the people who are
shotgun
having the dreams,
shelled
rather
out
than
in the dark and they caught two of you.
and maybe
That is
and
my theory.
sure, I agree that they shotgun out in the dark. I just don't think that they shotgun out in the dark to find specifically us. I think they shotgun out in the dark to find a larger group of people that we just happen to fall into that category. If that
So,
makes sense.
While
And
we
now,
cannot rule out that there are not anybody else in the universe that are having dreams like this, it is rather suspicious that after we broke out of the slave camp, we ran into these bracelets that are specifically keyed into tracking us.
well, those bracelets have also been being handed out for a while, and they weren't even, and they were handed out before, like, other people had known about them before we got them. And I think now that I know, I do agree that Menzo Brandon is looking for us, and likely they're looking for us because of the fact of the dreams that we are having. But I don't think that they knew that we were having these dreams until we took these bracelets and started broadcasting our dreams to the world. Is all I'm trying to say. I don't
Why
think
would they reach out to Lithmyathar then prior
I
to
think they're targeting us now because of our dreams. I don't think the
Why
bracelets,
would they reach to Lithmyathar prior to the dreams though being broadcasted?
they did they?
They did though.
They had reached out to Lithmyathar before we arrived, saying, if you see these people, let us know.
Well, because we escaped from them.
But
Yeah,
that
But they
doesn't make
specifically wanted us
they
for
wanted
some reason.
us. That doesn't make any
True.
fucking sense.
I got no idea, bro.
Then yeah. So we're important. We're important enough to reach out
Well,
to a city that absconded from other drow. Lithmyathar hasn't had contact with Menzo Baranzan for a very, very long ass time.
Like several
Mhm.
hundred years.
Well, we can find out for sure when we get to Graven Hollow.
And like we said, we're going to try to talk to Elindabosk when we get to Neverwinter, and they may be able to tell us more about these dreams too. So maybe
Also,
we'll find
Zoltan, your dream is very dark.
right?
Not everyone can have a dream
Like
about
the
the
fuck.
truth.
Also, Clinton doesn't even remember what his dream is.
Wow.
Wow.
The
I,
thing
Derek's fucking
beyond,
dying over
story
here.
themes,
He's
I have
phobia,
it-
suicide,
have
murder.
it written down somewhere. Give me a second.
Derek's gonna yeet himself out the goddamn window.
You wait in the darkness between the stars. From there you watch and you fear. The darkness
And it's a
lightens.
fourth floor window too, so that means more than it used to.
You know
That's
that
a lot of
also
defenestration.
fucking kills me because that was my dream when I first played this game, and I'm
Look.
very invested in that storyline. So that's great.
I'm very sorry. I'm sure that Zoltan knows exactly what the dream is.
I'm sure he does.
Clinton is
He just
bad.
thought about it and we realized what it
Mhm.
was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, nobody else here that you want to talk to?
I'll ask Nahidra in Undercommon if there's anyone she wants to talk to, as she probably hasn't heard anything going on this whole time. Poor baby.
Poor girl.
Baby.
Nahidra will just say that this seems more related to you all than to me. So I will just continue to follow along, and if any of them do have anything specific to me, then I'd appreciate your translating it.
Well,
Uh,
I guess the better question is that do you want to accomplish anything? Like, do you want to live somewhere? Go anywhere?
No, all of the people that I swore vengeance on have been dead for thousands of years, so I'm open to going out and seeing the world.
Well, we'll definitely do that.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if there's any other room in the world that could probably have people who knew of the Netherese, I imagine people in here are old. Some
Yeah.
of them are probably really old and knew them, or knew studies of them.
Yeah.
Not that old.
Not that old. I don't know.
It's back to that whole like the Netherese are a real long time
Old.
ago.
But I imagine some of them are real smart.
Oh, they might have knowledge of it, just not that like first-hand
Yeah.
knowledge.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe the Gilf knows.
Particularly the people from Candlekeep probably know a great deal because they're the librarians of the world.
Oh, that's true.
So they probably have like a lot of knowledge of the Netherese, and the Thavians would too, because they've sort of tried to model their society after the Netherese.
Hmm.
Because, you know, they're shitbags.
Yeah.
I bet a first-hand account by a forced soldier of the Netherese is something that the Candlekeep Library doesn't have yet.
Yeah. Maybe they would be interested in
Oh, they'd
Nahidra's
love that.
story.
Yeah.
Is there any sort of favors that we can ask of them that we're trying to find out?
Oh, wow. Kipo, who are you?
Not the Kipo we first knew.
I mean,
Kipo is all about books.
yeah. You should ask
One
them
book.
if they're willing to give you a stipend. So you
Yeah,
can
to
start
write her
writing some books.
story.
I'm interested to know if they have any books about any prophecies from Shar, because originally I was going to Candlekeep before I got stuck in the Underdark, but
Oh, well, let's go talk to them then.
One day I'm gonna find out what your prophecy is.
Yeah.
I just as I say that I just hear Kipo and we just start walking towards Candlekeep.
And Tina follows along.
And so like, I will find out.
It's
Well,
like,
I'm gonna
I need
ask
to
you one
know
day.
this gossip.
I know.
Maybe it's not my problem. Maybe I just want to know about prophecies plural.
Ray knows a
Okay.
prophecy child
You,
as one prophecy
she
child
sees
to another.
You approach Zan and Valagar,
Oh, he's cute.
the librarians of Candlekeep.
He looks like that dude from Walking Dead.
He's kind of like, somebody you'd bully.
Wow.
Damn.
Put in a locker.
Which one?
The first one.
Not the
goth guy?
dreadlock dude.
The dreadlock dude
Not
looks
the,
like
not the one
he
who
would
looks
put
like
you
Harry
in a
Payton.
locker.
Yeah.
Not the one who looks like Harry Payton.
He looks like a dude that should have a pet lion.
He looks like a Heimdall.
He has weirdly full lips. Very pouty.
Can't do any roleplay with Riza around, man. Just now I'm thinking about this guy's lips.
Yeah, you approach the two of them, and Zan is the one that sort of steps forward to speak to you. Says, "What can we do for you?"
Well, we were kind of hoping if we can't establish some sort of exchange of information.
What
Our
do you
friend
need
here
to-
has a number of questions relating to Shar and prophecies, and we have something that I think you've probably never seen before.
I suppose it's possible, although I've seen quite a few things in my time as an archivist.
This would be way, 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 way before your time.
We have amongst our party a, it's going to seem rather hard to believe, but a resident of ancient Netherese cities.
All right. Interesting.
And I think it would be a boon to your archives to have a first-hand account of one of the soldiers of the ancient Netherese.
You can see him sort of calculating. Says, yes, that certainly would be. Prophecies of Shar, you said.
Yes.
Certainly not a book I have with me, but I can have it here for your return to Gauntlgrim if you have one to exchange it for.
Start writing your book, Keepo.
Oh.
Nahidra, we're going to pull an all-nighter.
Yep, I was going to say.
Forget about the brothel.
Nahidra and Dawn.
That's
yeah,
true.
Dawn too.
Dawn is also a former resident of a Netherese city.
What
Like,
if
how
I
much
gave
is
what if I
was that
give you a
leech we
pamphlet?
left behind?
Yeah, how much does it have? Can it be like a novella? Does it have to be a full novel?
What
Can
is
it be
classified
a
as a book?
zine?
A zine?
Can it be a zine?
Do they sell like auto transcription quills that you can write, so when people talk, it just writes it down automatically?
No.
Great.
No. Wow.
No.
So does that mean that the business cards ideas doesn't exist either?
Oh no, that's actually there's a specific spell for that.
Yes.
It's called printing press. It's level 4.
I'm okay with the unobtainers
It's
as long
called,
as we have a
program
magic business
delusion.
card.
Oh, nice.
It's
As long as we have-
holographic.
Yeah.
As long as we have a magic PowerPoint presentation business card, I'm cool with the unobtainers.
He says, I'll send for the Book of Prophecies, and when you're ready, we can exchange those. That would make an excellent addition to our collection.
I hate this. Now I'm gonna have to look up
Okay.
mine. It's probably made up. It's absolutely been
Oh,
made up.
you want
Your
to
prophecy?
your prophecies too?
It's
every-
made up.
Thea's like, but what if it's not?
Shut
What if
up,
it's-
Thea.
What if by
She's
making up a
probably over my
prophecy, you
shoulder?
brought it into real
I'm
life?
literally right here.
Yeah, guess
Well, I
guess
think
we're
I'm
gonna
going
have a
to need
big
some more
slumber party.
supplies.
Yep, we're gonna need some paper.
Oh, I've got paper.
Happy A.
We should use not paper that you need to write spells on, though. We can write a book on non-spell paper. You know.
I thought it was just regular paper.
Yeah, the
Oh,
paper's
I didn't know if
regular,
you-
it's the ink that's super expensive.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't want to like dwindle your supplies. I was like, I'm sure we could buy ink and paper in Neverwinter for
Or
under
here in
500 gold.
or in Gauntlgrim.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are here in Cultigram. Yeah.
They don't have paper here.
Nope. Sorry.
I mean, I have to
did-
pick some up anyway. I've just been scrawling notes on napkins the entire 4 months.
This
I've
is
had
true.
paper for a while, guy.
People's
I don't.
backpack is just full of napkins.
People's
It
the
was
glove
open.
compartment of your mom's car. It's just full of napkins.
I actually-
every fast food restaurant. Just
Yep.
different napkins.
I don't actually have paper. I just have ink.
A
Guess-
sham
guess
of a
we're going
wizard.
to- We're going to the
I've-
stationery store.
I've got a spell book. Isn't there paper in my spell book? Like I just have, I guess. I
The
don't know.
3-ring binder.
Yes, but it's in your spell book.
Right, you don't get any. I'm not ripping it out for you. I'm just saying I have paper.
Yes.
I'm not sharing this paper.
Yeah, you
I just don't
have
have-
paper like Thea
I
has
don't have
pocket
paper.
money.
I don't have paper to share.
He's like, what do you mean?
Go ahead, Thea. Try and buy something.
Why would I buy something with the money that was a gift? It's a gift. I need to keep it.
You know, it's-
Exactly.
Yep, there you go.
Right.
There it is.
That's why we're collecting your money for you from now on. Because we'll gift
It's
you
like,
things.
I'm gonna steal it in the middle of the night.
Wait, you can't even drink your own potion, can? Like, if you had a healing potion,
It's
could you
mine.
She can drink a potion because then it's still with her.
It's inside
Okay.
me.
You can't poop it out.
Then you'll get a
Nope.
yeast infection. You won't pee
She
for
doesn't-
5 days.
Can't pee
She
or can't
doesn't-
poop it out. All
She
is
doesn't
fresh.
go to the bathroom. That's her waste.
Gotta hold it in.
I hate you guys.
This is mine. I'm not giving that
I
to the
made
bathroom.
this. This is mine. I made
No
it.
one gets that. No
His
one gets
backpack
that.
is just full of poop from the past 4 months.
She's just like, I have to go to the bathroom so
He's like, "It's
bad,
with me,
but
it's
I
fine."
can't. I just can't. I won't. I won't do it.
Thea just
Okay.
wants to ask the
I
Emerald
hate all of you.
Enclave. Yeah.
You made this curse.
Derek's like, "I'm going to
Hey,
reword this."
you
in a
put
way.
us together, Derek.
Hate every one of you.
Why does
See
it look
it?
like Zoltan has his hand raised?
I do have my hand raised. Because I want to do something before we leave this
Okay.
this place.
Yeah.
I just don't want to cut in, so I'm letting everyone
Nope,
go.
go
But
for it, Zoltan.
well, no, there were people still talking. I thought.
Yeah, about Thea peeing, so go.
Yeah, so go.
We're bullying Thea. We're not really talking.
Oh, I just wanted to go back to the Kalimshan guy, and I just want to clarify. You can't remove this, or it's not removable.
We did our best to make sure that they couldn't be removed. I'm not saying that some enterprising individual somewhere hasn't figured out how, but it is something I'm not aware of any way to do.
Okay, so to your knowledge, so you don't have no way of getting rid of it.
Yes, to the best of my knowledge, it cannot be
Okay.
removed.
I just wanted to verify that rule. I understood that you couldn't. I didn't know if maybe there was like a backdoor way that we just kind of forgot to explore.
No, as far as I know, they can't be removed. But again,
Okay.
I hesitate to say anything is impossible.
If you find out otherwise, would you please let us know?
I'll send word to you if I find out otherwise.
Thank you. For the time, we're gonna, I guess, keep it on broadcast mode. That's the overwhelming vote of our party. So
He shrugs and says, "Very well."
have fun with. Sorry, I apologize for your sleep tonight.
Not a problem.
Anyway, I have no further questions for you, sir. I appreciate all of your help and your information.
As you're sort of standing over there, this woman approaches you from the Lord's Alliance.
You me or you we?
You, Zoltan.
Okay.
Deal.
God, the ladies who look like can kick your ass are just attracted to you, huh?
I'm more interested. I'm more interested in Hedwig, but
If she asks if you're hungry,
She
say
does
no.
not have the kobolds, but she does have the owl.
yes.
She said,
Hello.
Did I hear correctly that you're a wizard, young man?
I am an aspiring wizard. Yes,
Do you have a spell book?
I do.
Good. Add these to it when you get the chance. And she hands
Oh my
you
God.
3 scrolls.
Noise.
Nice.
Thank you very
Nice.
much.
Nice.
I really appreciate it. I want to be casual about it. I don't want to like open them up in front of her and like read them but
Like an
is that-
excited 5-year-old at Christmas.
Yeah.
But that's
But then
who you are
but
right
I don't
now.
know, but then now I'm like wondering, is that rude? Should I open them? Do I need to know? I don't though. I don't. I'm like, thank you very much. I want to. Does she walk away, or is she still there, like looking at me expectantly?
She's not looking at you expectantly, but she is still standing there.
Mm.
You should probably open them.
Me and Jorlin are like standing off to the side just watching this.
Peanut gallery.
I guess I'll open them. I'll open them. But yeah, I'll open them.
Okay.
It feels like, you know, when you open a card that you know has money in it, but you don't, but you like you read the card because like, you know what I'm
just have to
saying?
ignore the money and read
Yeah,
the card.
you know there's money in it, so you open it like with your thumb inside because you don't want the check or the cash to fall out because you know it's there, but you are. That's kind of what I'm doing. I
Yeah,
guess.
it's like the happy birthday card from grandma that has $20 in it.
Right,
And
right,
you're like, thank you, grandma, for the lovely
right.
card.
And
Oh,
you want.
$20.
You didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the words on this card.
And it just says Grandma.
Yep. Happy birthday, grandma. You're like,
Yep.
thank you, grandma.
Oh, that was so.
Yeah. You can see in here are a few spells. There is transmute water to dust.
So we don't drown anymore.
Okay. Oh,
Make things real
We'll
dry.
choke to death.
There is speak with objects.
This lady has weird shit.
Yeah. Some funky.
I don't hate it.
The anti-horny spell.
Bonk.
I will slam this party.
I am casting that on Ray at the very. Boom!
And there is glass sea.
But
Yeah.
like glassy as in that is a really glassy window, or glassy as in look at the glass sea.
GLASSEE.
Okay.
Oh.
So the answer is no.
So the answer is wrong on all counts.
What does it do?
I don't know.
If you check under the items tab, I have made these spells visible to you.
Oh.
Items tab. Where are you? Oh,
Under
it's the
player
third one.
spells or standard items.
No, under the items directory, not the
I don't
compendium.
even.
it's
I
under
don't
the fourth tab up at the top.
Little
Yeah.
suitcase looking one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bookcase.
There's glass sea, speak with objects, and transmute water to dust.
Some crazy spells, man. Wow.
So we can be peeping toms.
I
you can
reiterate
keep
my
your pee.
appreciation. I'm trying not to be awkward. My instinct is to comment on her eye patch, but I'm trying very hard not to comment.
Wow, you're gonna
bet-
show restraint
but the
now
longer
of
she
all
sta-
times?
Well, the longer she stands here, the harder it gets to not comment on the freaking eye
Yeah.
patch.
I'm gonna just elbow Jarlin. It's like, bet you how much you want to bet he's gonna comment on the other push.
Jorlin will respond, no bet. Once you've opened those scrolls and taken a look at them, she says, yes, take a look at those when you get the chance, and if you ever need tutelage, you'll be welcome in Long Saddle, young man.
Long saddle. Oh, thank you again.
Zoltan, as a wizard, would be aware of Long Saddle. Long Saddle is a city on the Sword Coast that is run by a rather eccentric family called the Harpels, who are all genius wizards but quite insane.
Double L.
Yeah, double L.
Okay.
Yeah, they're absolutely brilliant. Create loads of new spells off their rockers. Oh, and good aligned. They're good aligned as a city.
Cool.
What's the lady's name that gave
I
these to Zoltan?
the
Like,
lady
I
who
didn't
gave.
ask. I don't think.
Yeah.
Well, she's introduced herself before, hasn't she?
I don't know.
No, the Lord's
Okay.
Alliance didn't introduce
Damn
themselves.
it. I'm sorry. I feel awful, but I believe I failed to get your name.
Ah, not at all. Velen Harpel.
Villain?
Velen.
Velen Harpel. Velen, again, very,
Do it.
very great.
How much do you want to bet that he's gonna ask to pet the owl?
Oh, I feel no guilt about it. So asking about Hedwig. But let's not make a parrot joke. I just again I gotta be 100% honest. I am a very awkward person, and so this entire confrontation is making me extremely uncomfortable, just because it's not something that I'm used to, and I don't really know how to react at this particular moment. But I do want you to know that I am extremely grateful, and I don't necessarily know how to convey that emotion to you properly, I don't think.
Oh.
But
Well, it's
Thank
nice to
you.
know, but please, we consider it our duties to try and guide young wizards such as yourself.
wicked. Does everyone in Long
Saddle.
Saddle
Have an eye patch.
have Owl?
Oh, no. She helps with my depth perception.
Is that like a familiar? I've heard of familiars. Is that a familiar?
Something like that, yes.
That's pretty cool. Do you have an issue with your depth perception because like you only have one eye?
No, I have both my eyes, but I can't uncover this one or I'll make you sick. I was experimenting with the eye bite spell and it got stuck.
Oh. That's unfortunate. I appreciate the patch. If I would hate to be sick right now.
Yes, so I used her eyes as something to help with my depth perception.
Oh, that's cool. Can she like go places and you can like could you like send her into a cave?
Oh yes, she can act as a normal familiar as well. But she's more than that.
Sure. What's her name?
Alice.
Damn it.
Me and
you
Jordan
really think
look
it was
at
gonna be
each other.
Hedwig?
Hold on, no, Clinton said damn it, not Zoltan.
Look at each What a weird reaction.
That was Clinton. Sorry.
That was top on the list for names Clinton was going to name his familiar.
Damn it, that's a good name. Damn.
Why not think of that?
I'm out of. Look at the time.
Oh yes, I forget sometimes you young people are always in a hurry. Be on your way. And she will return to the Lord's Alliance.
Did we all see this interaction?
Yes.
Zoltan goes, look at the time and there's no watch.
You all saw Zoltan do his best, is what you saw.
I feel like I keep on accessing messages and like, he lasted longer before than I thought he would about the eye thing. I'm honestly
He
impressed.
didn't mention the eye until she brought it up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was impressed.
good job.
Which at that point barely counts.
As soon as she said depth perception, I was like, eye patch.
Supposed to be
I really
eye.
wanted. I was really looking to figure out a way that I could say "are you" something
Oh
with a
my
little bit
Jesus.
extra emphasis on the R.
Calling her a
Oh.
pirate.
Nice.
Look at the time.
Look at the time. As everyone's just standing around talking to other people.
Oh no, sorry, my teleportal's leaving.
I gotta go catch it.
Anyone else have anyone that they want to speak with from this group before you all leave?
I'm really concerned this is like the situation on Tuesday where I was like, is there anything else you want to grab before leaving the room? And they left one of the key items and burned the house down.
Oh,
That we did.
I'm kind of concerned now because the only thing on my agenda is to ask a Munchrout, which seems a very low priority.
Well,
I
the thing
will
about
ask-
it, since I first asked this, you have remembered to ask about the
Yeah.
several different things that
Yeah,
have
yeah,
been
yeah.
important. So I'm gonna keep asking this until everyone says no. But you may have already gotten the thing I was referring to.
Maybe,
Hmm.
maybe.
I am gonna ask the Candlekeep people because the town that I know of that's close by them, Thiel, I think it is. Triel, Triel, is close
Yeah,
by.
Triel.
And just, yeah, how's the town doing? Is it everything okay there?
Well,
I don't-
apart
I
from
know
the
you might
dragon
not-
that moved in.
So the dragon that moved into town?
Yes.
What?
It's
When? What kind?
about a month ago. Blue.
There, but
set up
there's
something of
okay?
its own government there, but it seems to be not too bad as dragons go. It's not eating the people, just taxing them.
Okay. That's really not the news I was hoping to hear. It's not your fault. It just kind of sucks.
But that's not related to any of your stuff, is it, Baru?
yeah. Thea's like, is that where you're from?
No, I have a friend of mine lives there, and well, he's not one for fighting, and I'd rather not watch him do something stupid and brave, like try to fight a dragon that lives in his town. Which he may just be dumb enough to do. But yeah, it's not close to where we are, so it's not like we can get there in the next
It's
few
neither
days.
close to where you are nor to where you'll be going soon.
Nope. So, do you guys ever send people or anything out there, or you just sort of keep your distance with the dragon now?
Our scholars that return from that direction tend to pass through the town. That's
Okay.
how we get news from it.
When we meet for the information exchange, if I give you a letter, would you be able to pass it on?
Oh yes, certainly.
Okay. Do we have to write another book for that?
No.
I figured it was worth asking before I got here, with only one tome and you needed two. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That sucks. Now I'm glad now I regret asking because now I know, and it was better when I didn't know, and now I do know. Okay. That's I got to deal with one problem at a time here. So, this first problem. Then the second problem. You guys ever fought a dragon before? Any of you guys? No?
I mean,
Yes, very recently.
Bone
Wait.
dragons.
Oh yeah, we
we
effed
did
them up.
fight Bone
That's
Dragon.
right. You guys did fight the bone dragon. I was not there for that.
It
There were
was,
3 of them.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I did. Yeah.
We were really survivable at that fight.
That fight actually went very well.
It did.
I felt like it was one of our only fights that went really well. to be honest. I was waiting for the shoe to drop. Be like, okay, what's gonna happen now?
It's like next time it'll be 4 dragons. Fuck you guys. Yeah,
So-
well, maybe in a couple weeks or so we talk about maybe fighting a blue dragon. Maybe you guys are up for that.
You know.
How bad would it be? It just seems like it's taxing people. How different is that from another government?
Remind
Right.
me real quick, did you actually tell these guys the contents of your dreams?
Well,
I may have blurted mine out in a panic, and I thought it was a bad idea.
Thea and Zoltan shared them intimately.
Well,
I
yeah,
think
I know Thea and Zoltan, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Thea doesn't
think I-
describe her. She's like,
But
I think I talked vaguely about mine, but I don't
Yeah.
think I told them the details of it.
And I don't recall Kipo mentioning theirs either, right?
To the contents of this room, I
Yeah.
did not give specifics, no. Just that, we were having weird dreams.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
If anybody is curious, I would be happy to share it, but
No.
it hadn't come to mind to
obvious.
present this information.
No, I just wanted
Obviously,
to make sure I
'cause you would
had my
never
notes
lie.
correct.
Yep, I blabbed my mouth, and I didn't realize that until midweek last week, and I was like, that was probably a bad idea.
Oh man,
it's okay. Just join our club.
No, just making
Derek.
sure I have my notes right.
The
Derek, you know what's
Zents and the
awesome?
Thavians are like, oh, that bitch. We're gonna tell Ellen. Ellen wants her.
Spotted. It's the little exclamation point from Metal Gear Solid.
Oh,
Yeah, I am very nervous that one of these guys is going to go run off and tell one of the antagonistic people in our lives that they saw us here, but we can't stop them from doing that. So
yeah. What's good is that I think for the most part we have a lot of people trying to help us at this point.
yeah, that is true. Okay, well that was really all of the questions I had, and I don't want to know anything else. So
He said,
Don't add more
uncertainly.
problems to your list.
yeah, truly.
Okay. As you're leaving, Amundra will approach you and say, just since you're going to Neverwinter, we may see each other there, but I will need to pretend that we didn't meet like this, so...
If you could stay in 10 feet back.
Oh, no, it's just so don't be surprised if I act like I don't know you.
Is there a specific reason?
Not everybody who knows me in Neverwinter is aware of what I do.
Okay, well,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah, so just, if I see you there, I will likely pretend that I don't know you.
Well, reintroduce ourselves.
That's fine.
Guys, we should totally say we're somebody else when we introduce ourselves to her. Or just maybe switch our names up amongst ourselves. Be like, Thea, you say you're Ray, kind of a thing. And
Well,
I'll
Thea
say,
can't give up her name.
Sorry.
oh, fair point. Fair point. Okay.
Are you all going straight to Neverwinter now, or did you want to take a rest first? It's pretty late in the day here, this meeting having gone on for most of the day.
I have a number of things that I want to stock up on as far as supplies.
Okay, so
but we
some
could leave
shopping
tonight
here and then leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think we were going to try to talk, or I was going to try to talk to Eldith's family as well.
Yeah.
Since we were in town before we left. We could probably could we move our stuff to a somewhere nicer place to stay though? Because we were staying at the dirt cheap, gross place. Could we
Wait,
I'm
why
not
don't
saying we
we
have to go to the Ritz, but
Hold
could we
on,
go
no.
to
But if the teleportation circle is just ready for use, why don't we just stay in Neverwinter tonight?
Oh.
You just want to stay at the brothel tonight.
That's not true. I can stay in my
I
room at any
mean-
time, and it's 100 times more comfortable than any brothel. But I'm just saying,
But
why?
does it
Well,
have
is it
what
always
been to any
other
brothels.
the brothel has? Yeah.
Why stay here in the
That's
chicken,
true, sure.
the ball sacks chicken?
Because Kipo was gonna stay up all night and write a book.
That's true.
I could do that in Neverwinter too.
I'd do that in
That's
Neverwinter.
true.
All right, we'll just travel to Neverwinter later then. That's fine. We'll take the night flight.
The red eye.
The red eye, yeah.
They call
Get
it
in
that
it.
because the teleportation circles light turns red at night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your eyes strain a lot from the glow, and so you
From the
get
blue,
red
they turn it
eyes.
red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kipo, you can find supplies similar to Player's Handbook, like, buy whatever you need.
Mostly those spell components, though there's one that has a listed ingredients, doesn't put a money value on it, but says the spell consumes it.
What is that?
Hold on.
What?
Protection
fucking-
from evil and good. Holy water or powdered silver and iron, which the spell consumes.
Oh, I hate that one. For that reason.
I hate that one.
I hate it because of that exact reason, that it doesn't say how much you need. Yeah, we'll call it a silver piece per use.
Okay.
That's good for me to know because I have that spell too, actually. So
All right. Meanwhile, Baru, returning to the inn that you were staying at, the innkeep there would point you towards an middle-aged dwarven man who is waiting in one of the seats, and let you know that that is Elbith's father, who had come by in response to your reaching out to them.
okay. Does he look like he's like deep in his cups, or does it look like
No,
he's
he looks
already?
like he's here because he's waiting for you, not because
Okay.
he's.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that like while he was waiting, he wasn't like drunk and sad. Like he's just gonna be sad.
I mean, he's
you know?
a dwarf. He's had a drink, but.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna buy any of the like shitty beer from the shitty place we're in because that sounds not fun, I guess. But I'll sort of go over and sit down and just
Yeah, as you sit down, he looks up and says, "So I assume your news is bad."
yes, unfortunately.
He nods. How?
We were all in Lithmythar together. Eldith had helped us escape from the prison we were in and traveled with us
Prison.
safely. And yes, we all met. We had been captured by some of the drow from Menzoberranzan, and we all met in quite a large cell that they had been keeping us in. And Eldith was very helpful in making sure we all worked together and escaped. We were able to get out without losing a single person actually from the cell. And we made it to Lithmythar. We went to go help them try to clear out some Sahagin that had been giving them issues, but not a combination of being ill prepared and caught off guard by the sheer number that was there. We unfortunately lost a lot of the people that had come in the fight, and Eldith was one of them. We did go down and later and finish them off. So
Something we'd expected that we wouldn't see her again when her patrol didn't return, but sounds like she survived a little longer than that, at least.
she did. She was a tough fighter, and
When was this?
a couple of months ago, I guess.
4-ish.
You said it's Lithmyathar.
Yes, that's in the shores off Lithmyathar is where she fell.
I'm not familiar with the place.
It's a good city. The people there are kind. They deserved our help. If we're ever back there, we could try to look for something to bring back here again, but it may take some time for us to
No, I'll
travel that way again.
I'll be making my way there.
If you go, we are friendly with the Olaban family that's there. So feel free to let them know that you're, coming from our group, and at least they'll recognize us, and hopefully they can give you a place to stay or something if you're headed out there.
Well, I can't thank you for the news, but it's better to know.
It is. I know it can be tempting to give in to the loss, but I hope that you find peace.
Yeah. Stands up and heads out the door.
Then I go to the bar and I order a drink. And it goes down very quickly. Ray, I'll tell you at some point that I was like, by the way, I volunteered your family for Eldith's dad if he goes to Lithmyathar, so we can waste a sending spell there at some point.
I'm sure my dad will take him in. My mom will be like,
Yeah, I figured your mom wasn't gonna like anything, so I figure better that than our boat,
yeah,
which might not even be there.
might not even be there.
Okay, with that done, and with Kipo having gathered his reagents, you are heading to Neverwinter.
Oh.
Thanks.
Okay, with the flash of a teleportation circle, the one stationed in Gauntlgrim, connected to many of the other Lord's Alliance circles, you arrive in Neverwinter. You arrive in the area marked the Cloak Tower. That is the magic tower of Neverwinter. And there are mages and guards surrounding the teleportation circle. They don't really look much and askance at you. They're just there to make sure that nothing untoward comes through a teleportation circle. You never know.
Can't blame them.
Moonstone mask.
Is this the place that we're going to for the thing with the Is there a place we're coming here, like the bracelet thing?
Yes.
So
Okay.
we're gonna go try to find a
The
Lindavast.
dream. Yeah, we're gonna go
Yeah.
Okay.
find the wizard. But it's in the middle of the night, so we might as well party.
Sure.
Moonstone mask.
Yeah, exiting the tower, you can see the moon above. And actually breathe fresh air for the first time in 4 months, because Gauntlgrim, you were underground still the entire time. Also, Baru, you no longer have stone above your head.
Yup.
And it's nighttime.
Yup.
Uh-oh. That
I'm
sounds
either
ominous.
about to get real fucked or
Wait,
just,
what if
you know?
what if we put stone above your head? Like, what if we were to
It
like
has to be
make
10
you a
feet
stone?
worth of stone.
I would have to walk around with
Oh.
like a Cat in the Hat of 10 feet of earth above my head at all times.
What are you talking about?
I just
Sure, I
simply
didn't.
16 feet tall, walking around everywhere.
I was hoping that we could maybe come up with like a loophole, but it doesn't seem like we can come up with the loophole.
Nope, I
Yeah,
kind of
there's a
figured
reason
this.
that I specified 10 feet of stone just from the get-go, is because I wanted to nip all that in the bud.
You could just bury you alive, I guess.
Yeah, sure. Listen,
I could do it. Stone shape.
I believe you. I think at this point, I think I'd just like to be alive and above ground for a little bit.
That's
and
fine.
even, it might fuck me up a little bit later,
You know,
but it is nice.
when we eventually build like our, like when we have our build like a keep of our own, your room should have 10 feet of stone. Like we should have a 10-foot thick stone roof.
I'm gonna sleep in the basement with 10 feet 10 feet down.
Yep.
Welcome to my coffin.
Hmm.
Yeah, fuck it. I knew going above ground was gonna be a risk, and I am doing it anyway.
So, Nihidra, I don't want to spoil a potentially fun night of revelry, but I was thinking maybe we could
Go find an open coffee shop.
write sort of like a biography of like life in the Nethery city.
She says, sure, where are we going to go?
Right,
You could-
we should secure an inn.
You could
Yeah,
you could just come to the Moonstone Mask and do it there.
There
Well-
might be a lot of distraction.
I was thinking that I would probably go back to the inn as well, for the night, and I maybe start writing, get a spell put into my book.
We recommended the Driftwood Tavern.
Okay, so we go. You guys, we can you guys can go do your thing, and we can go do ours.
Girls' night.
Jorlin, what do you want to do? Jorlin's like, girls' night.
Girls' night. Matching many petties.
What time is it like now,
Jorlin
Derek?
says, I don't feel any need to go write a book.
Jorlin's gonna come drinking with us because he's
Yep.
not a fucking nerd.
Wow.
Judging by where the moon is, you would imagine it's probably about 8 o'clock at night.
Oh,
So
sweet.
it's not like the middle of the night, but it's nighttime.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
gonna find Dylan DeVosk, and we shouldn't be knocking on his door at this time. Knocking on his bridge door?
I was just
Knocking
wondering
under
what
the
time it
bridge?
was.
Under the
Yeah.
bridge? I don't know what his living situation is. Hi, BB. Yeah, definitely. We should just take the time to relax tonight.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm gonna go relax and copy spells.
Sure.
Sure. So the Blue Lake District, I think, is where the tavern was recommended.
Yeah, you can see the Driftwood
Mhm.
Tavern over here.
Oh, nice. Does it cost a gazillion dollars?
It's not. It's not super expensive. It's 5 gold per person per night, and that includes food and drink.
I'll pay for everyone tonight.
So it's definitely like a tavern for rich people, but it's not a tavern for gazillionaires.
Well, we've done a lot of camping and a lot of staying in places that aren't like super nice, so why we should treat ourselves for the night. Or Zoltan is treating us. I'll pay you back your 5 gold though. You don't have to.
Did Baldur come with us? Where is the many arrows in relation to Gauntlgrim or Neverwinter?
North of either. It's in the spine of the world.
Okay,
And Baldur
so he
is
probably came and
currently
is
still
going to
with
take
you.
off that way.
And he says, well, I'd be happy to do it either way. I'd be happy to continue traveling with you. It's been fun, but I could also go back and try and get them to send somebody back to Brunor's little get-together. Help out that way.
Well, hanging does tend to have a very high incidence of death, so
He says, oh, I'm old already. I'm going to die for too much longer. That doesn't worry me.
I mean, I guess if he
I
wants
think
to stick
that's-
around, guys, like,
So 8, so 40 gold.
I'm not gonna kick him out. I just thought maybe
Yeah.
he wanted to get home.
Just
He seemed
whatever.
to have a lot of kids.
just to
This
check
is-
up on.
Children.
Whatever you think would be most useful.
Oh, is Dagrin still with us? In this
He
good
is.
trip? Dagrin,
Oh,
do you
so
want
it's
to party?
9.
No, Dagrin is going to bed. We're not taking Dagrin out to
Dagrin,
party.
do you want to party?
Ain't no party like a Dagrin party because a Dagrin party is terrifying.
Yep.
He's hearty and hale now, so maybe he's up for partying.
Dagrin says, I'll come along, see what's about.
Yeah.
So we have 9 in total, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come here.
I marked off the gold for everyone's stay at the linking
Nice.
log.
So everybody but Zoltan, Nahidra, and Kipo are going to the Moonstone Mask, is that right?
I would lend you Dawn, but I have a feeling that Dawn would disappear after a minute.
Oh, I was gonna say, do you want to leave her here? But if that's
Oh no, I got you. You got 2 hours.
what?
I can.
Kipo
Are you
can talk to
talking to talk?
Nahidra. Nahidra knows Undercommon.
Oh, disregard.
And I know
It's,
nunneries. I was just curious
that
if
too.
Ray wanted to leave the intelligent sword to provide details, but she seems to be linked to it.
Yeah, I think it's an attunement issue, not a language issue.
I mean, I can definitely leave Dawn with you, but I think she will disappear. And I've never done it before, but I have a feeling that's how it goes.
Oh, guess you can't party with us, Ray. Too bad. Come on, Thea.
I
We're
think
just left
Kipo's
behind.
got more than enough to book to write in the first one. Remember, they're from different cities, so they would need to be 2 different accounts.
Oh yeah,
Right,
completely different. I'm sure Nahidra didn't experience anything close to what Dawn experienced.
That's actually probably extremely true. They
You
definitely
could
live
kill
very
me
different
really
lives.
quick, and that would stop Dawn from disappearing.
I'm sorry, what?
Did you say we could just kill you really quick?
Yeah, I suppose that would. I feel it would break the bond
Nope,
between us.
nope, just leave, go to the brothrough.
Wait, I can actually.
I start
Goodbye.
to like reach for the javelin I have like at the back of him, like if you want.
Yeah, do it.
I mean, you can just do like the magic thing, can't you? Just like.
No,
Isn't there a way
here. I put Dawn like exactly like 10 feet away, and I stand 10 feet away for a minute.
Everybody just sits in silence for a whole minute
Is-
waiting to see something
Is this
happen.
like a blade lock thing? What is this?
Yeah. And then Dawn disappears.
She
just
made it
pops.
her packed
Right.
weapon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, there we go.
She gets shunted into my room,
Ooh.
Right.
and
right.
then
No,
I go. She's a man.
Mechanically, the weapon cannot be away from Ray, or else it disappears into a pocket dimension.
Sure. I was just wondering if you could unattune. Is there like, or is that not a thing you can do?
No, not with her packed weapon.
Gotcha. So you would have to pack weapon something else to, and then
or
it would.
kill me.
Well, we're not gonna kill you.
That's not on the
I'm-
table.
I'm fairly certain that some of us died so that you didn't.
Murder
So-
me, coward.
That is true. We saved your ass, so you're not dying
Like,
tonight.
we sacrificed ourselves, keep you alive,
Only through.
just to kill you because of us, so that Kipo could talk to a sword for longer than 10 minutes.
Only through suffocation.
So you
tonight.
could go party.
Only through suffocation.
Learning a lot about people here.
Let's go.
People's like, can you all
Oh.
please leave?
Please leave. I want to write a book.
So Kipo and Zoltan are going to be writing 2 very different kinds of book. The rest of you head.
Oh, before you guys leave, before we split up, I just want to. I cast water breathing on all of us. You never know. You never know.
You
Do
never
you
know.
expect us to get so drunk that we fall into the
I
river?
guess you never know.
You never know.
I mean, you don't know
I
what kind of
expect
rooms
the
they have in
brothel to be
there.
very wet.
Listen.
What if there's
you,
like a hot tub?
The dust of the what is it? The
Hey,
water
you
to
know what?
dust spell?
Hey, you guys are going to party? Guess what? You have infinite breathing underwater / beer. Have fun with that party trick.
I'm not gonna say no. I'm just gonna.
You could
Sure.
go down on somebody for so long. No, I guess.
I don't.
was waiting for
Might not
you
be
when
that
you would go
wet.
down
Breathing.
that rabbit hole.
It's breathing water, not holding your breath.
Well, like Thea said, depending on how wet it is.
Listen, if you want to have fun in the hot tub, you can have fun in the hot tub without having to worry about anything. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Let's see if
Anyway,
the Moonstone Mask is a hot tub.
all right. I'm gonna
Eric
go.
is learning so much about Riza.
I'm going.
You think this
I'm
is
going-
news to me?
No.
I'm going.
How
I'm
many
going-
campaigns have you
certainly
played in with
don't.
Riza?
I'm gonna go copy spells now.
All right.
I'm here to romance everybody. My goal is that if I romance everyone and make a big enough polycule, we're like our own political power.
Nice.
You want a seat at the Brunor Battlehammer conference.
Who's that? Oh, it's Ray's people.
It's 50 Shades of Ray.
Shades of Ray. The best name.
All right, you all head down the coastline past Castle Never, open over the Sleeping Dragon Bridge, which is carved to look like a sleeping dragon. In the distance, you can see the Winged Wyvern Bridge, carved similarly to look like a wyvern. And
Does it have wings? Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
And head down the docks toward the Moonstone Mask. The Moonstone Mask is an island, as it appears to be on the map. However, it is not an island in the bay. It is a floating rock island in midair, with a long series of steps leading up to it.
Oh, this is so fun. I love it. How do you think they float it?
Have
Through
fun.
magic or no?
Have fun paying for Thea's entire night.
It broke off and started floating during the spell plague, and at the request of the management, they never fixed it.
Why would you? It looks. I mean, it's certainly got some pizzazz going on.
It's ass.
Yeah,
Pizzazz.
the steps definitely
Wow.
give you your cardio for the evening. It is floating about 600 feet up in the air.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
They really make you work for it.
I'm surprised they don't have like an elevator.
Dimension Door gets you 500 of it.
I mean, I can walk. We've walked under the Underdark for months. I can walk up the stairs, but woo.
Yeah, reaching the top, you can see a large white marble building. There are a few different outbuildings, but there's one very clear main building made of white marble. It's pretty largely encompassing. There doesn't seem to be too much on the outside of it that you can see. Standing at the front doors, each of which is about 30 feet tall and 15 feet wide, double doors, you see two people. It's very difficult to determine if they're human or men or women or anything, really. It's not that you can't see them, it's just that every time you look at them, you can't really tell anything about them. They are both wearing the eponymous Moonstone masks, a full-faced mask made out of moonstone, and are dressed in finery.
I love this place.
Black jackets, ties, white gloves, standing at the doors.
I like look over at like our group and I'm like, I feel like we should have changed, you guys. We're like,
Should we get changed?
Should we put the robes on from the wedding?
Wait, no,
oh,
We could get changed. Oh no, baby, don't do that.
maybe inside. They have changing rooms inside. Maybe we could
Maybe-
ask the people.
Maybe there's a certain attire that you need to adhere
Yeah.
to.
Thea adjusts her crown a little bit on her head. Maybe this will make me look more fancy.
While everybody's going on ahead, I take a quick moment to just say like a little prayer to Elastri because the moon is out.
Don't forget that guy's
Sure.
name.
I just say, "Hey, good to see you."
What's
Hi.
up, girl? Don't forget to
Please
like
look-
and subscribe.
Please look after me and my friends. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, bye.
I will ask the guards.
They don't seem to be guards. They're not armed in any way. They seem to be more attendants.
Hello. I believe Raynar Never Ember sent word we were coming.
The one on the right says your name, your
Hmm.
group's name.
The Reverie. The echoes.
They consult a piece of paper in front of them and say, "Yes, he sent word that you would be attending and paid for all of your first night. Though he said that there were more of you."
Oh, a few of them are.
Not partaking tonight.
Yes, they're not going to be here tonight. They had some other matters to attend to in the city.
Very well. You'll each need to wear one of these, and they begin passing out the same sort of masks to all of you.
All right. Do we you guys are dressed very nicely. Obviously we're dressed for travel. Is there like changing room in
There are
there?
changing facilities inside.
Okay.
And
Robes
any
provided.
and any sort of clothing you may require.
We get to pick.
What is this place?
Ugh,
You should
guys, we
make
might
sure.
owe Raynar one if he's there when we get back.
Hopefully, you don't have to give clothes back.
Yeah,
Oh, you're not gonna see Nahidra in like nice clothes.
Because maybe I'm gonna leave early and go home. You're not gonna know when we're in there. You're never gonna know.
Thea
This is
just
a 24/7 party palace. I'm sure they'll have time.
Yeah. Needs
as,
is gonna come meet us the next morning.
as soon as you put the masks on, or as soon as the first one of you puts the mask on, I don't know who that would be.
I will.
Okay, as soon as Baru puts her mask on, you all find that while you can still you still know you're looking at Baru and you can still see what Baru looks like, you find you can't pick out any personally identifiable information. You can't tell, for example, how tall she is by looking at her.
Uh-oh.
interesting.
It's gonna
That's
be
half
really
my
easy to...
attractiveness right there.
It's like when that happens,
That's half how hot I am.
Thea's casting this before we go in, just
this is
in case
bad.
something like like one of us gets lost.
Oh, that is probably good. I don't know if magic works in there,
Yeah,
but that's a good idea.
Who
you can still,
cares?
for example, tell that Baru is tall, but you can't mentally link that to any sort of identity.
Yeah. We got 6 hours till this expires.
Okay.
We can easily lose each other. though.
And the
Yeah.
same is true of all of you. Yeah, with all of the masks on, it is except for knowing that that's where the person was standing previously, it is impossible to tell who you are standing next to.
So once you split up, it's like, whoop,
Yeah.
done.
Whoop.
Bye.
Even intellectually knowing that, Ray is the only drow woman out here, you can't link the image of that drow woman with Ray's identity in your mind.
This is
Like,
just like an
can
orgy
you-
fest.
What about
Right, can we-
voices?
I can't be the
After?
only exotic one.
Do voices change?
It's wrong. You can still.
No, I mean all your voices sound the same. You just can't link that voice to a person.
It's okay. We can still tell it's Balder. It's a big orc, but it's not Balder.
What if
know?
you accidentally hook up with Balder in there? Oh no.
You won't know.
I would know.
Oh,
I
no.
would know. This is why we have the telepathy. So you ask, you're like,
Word.
let's just make sure.
But
Are you in front of me? I can't tell.
You're like, you guys are like,
Are you
I'm talking
staring
to
at
this-
a red pot?
I'm talking to this really hot chick. Oh no way! I'm talking to this really hot chick.
Talking to Peru, goddammit!
You're like, wow, I'm talking to this really hot chick. I hope it's not Ray. Wow.
We're staring at the same
Yeah.
plant.
Once you have the masks on, the one on the left says, "I will take you inside. Is there anything in particular you'll be needing for the evening, or anyone?"
By anyone, please.
Well,
clarify.
okay. Yeah, please clarify because this is our first time here and we're not entirely sure. Well, we do know the services provided, but we're not entirely sure the entirety of and the scope. I'm sure there's food and drink, and I'm sure there's other various activities, but we're not entirely sure what exactly specifically those are.
Well, certainly, we can facilitate whatever sort of evening you were hoping to have. There is, of course, food and drink provided in the common areas, although if you have some specific tastes, we can have it brought to a private room for you. Likewise, there is there are plenty of activities going out on in the common floors, but if you wish to partake alone or with your group and some specific participants, they can be found for you.
It is going to be everyone's night with Balder. Who's up first? Oh my gosh. It's
I
like,
think we're looking for some food and drink for now, and I think
For example,
we'll...
it is common to be asked for us to be asked to procure, for example, a Dris Do'Urden or an Illustrial Silverhand.
What? Wait, hold on. Ray's having a meltdown.
I feel like you
I
just
see.
blue screened for a minute.
I see. I see what you mean. Uh-huh. Got it.
Wow. I was not expecting that.
Or you can simply take to the floor and partake in whatever is available there. And of course, if you need anything throughout the night, you can find any of the attendants who will be standing about the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think to start, we'll want to mingle food and drink, and I think we'll just see where the night takes us, and we'll vibe. Correct, group? Unless fucking what's his name? Our orc friend is like down a clown.
Balder and Dagrin have already
He's
gone
down to make as many babies as possible tonight.
Yeah. He's gone.
Thea goes, put him in another room where we're not.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure we don't get near him, please.
I don't want to be pregnant.
Yeah. I think that's probably like a rule here.
Yeah, I feel like we want like a booth where we can like sit and scope and eat and drink, and like then we can do our own thing. I feel like that's the vibe.
I will take you to one then. Yeah, they lead you inside past an absolute just bacchanalia of all sorts of stuff going on the main floor into a booth off to the side.
Sir.
Didn't know people can contort like that. My God. And a configuration of 4?
I just feel like we haven't been around this many people in a very long time.
That's probably what it is.
That's true.
I'm like, I feel like all the food, it's like a chocolate fountain and strawberries and like huge things of grapes that you like feed people like this.
The food spread is wide and varied. There are your sort of traditional, chocolate fountain with berries and that kind of things. There's also, a roast boar and like...
Got dinner and a show. Just as I like get a plate of food.
Wow. Baru.
Baru's the kind of person that goes to the strip club for the buffet.
Yeah.
A little bit. Like, well, while I'm here.
That exists?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I assume that's like a Vegas thing. Probably also Atlantic City, now that I think about other places that I'm much closer to than Vegas, but like I'm not planning a trip there anytime soon.
Yeah, you all get into your booth, although you do think you are missing by the time you do get to that booth, you're missing Balder.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
already gone.
He's gone.
Zipped right out.
Go somewhere else.
He has disappeared.
Yup. We knew we were going to lose him early on tonight anyway. That's fine.
I hope he knows how to get back to the inn.
That means that now the next time you come in
He came
contact
here
with him,
from the inn with
you
you.
won't know it's him.
Well, no, presumably he'll be drunk by then. Just worried. I piled my plate high with fruit. So I'm
Yes.
fruit.
What? Like, how
Like
is Jorlin
vegetables.
handling this?
Yeah, look at
Sticking
Jorlin.
by Ray's side all night? Because that would be really funny if he's like afraid to leave you.
Jorlin seems to be doing fine. He has also gotten himself a plate and is just sort of joining you
Happy
in
to
the
be
booth for
here.
now.
I'm sure he's comfortable around sex, but probably not this kind of sex
No,
where there's
probably not.
probably not as many chains or whipping
That's probably a little further back than we've
Yeah.
gotten, to be
out of
honest.
sight.
That's probably in the back room, you know. No, Baru definitely like eats a full plate, hangs out with y'all, and then says bye. And like,
Wow.
I try
are
really
you guys
hard.
are you?
I try to
doing
convince you to stay.
I'll stay for a little longer, but like
I
I'm not,
know. I try really hard to track where Baru goes and see if I can like track
Make
through
sure
the magic.
you know.
Through the
like,
magic
okay.
who Baru talks to.
Baru's gonna hang out with you guys for a little bit, but like at some point, like, are we just gonna hang out at the brothel to hang out at the brothel, guys? Or are we
We're
gonna
not.
like?
It's
No.
free
Okay.
food.
Then I'm all right. I'm hanging out and eating until we. Okay, if the whole group's gonna go, wait till the whole group goes, and then we'll go. I'm gonna hang out.
I want to see you go. Go. Live your
No,
life.
it's fine.
Go
No.
frolic.
Go pick someone out.
I just come back with like an extra plate of food just to like fuck with you guys.
Baru has
Like-
found what she's really attracted to.
Yep.
Food.
The
Food.
buffet.
I
Good
mean,
meal.
aren't we all?
The wine cup is never empty.
Who seems to be like the popular like public figure on the floor? Like, is there like multiple models?
Well, isn't it hard to tell who people are?
so-
So you can't really get a feel.
The attendant said that like there are
They could
multiple
find
requests
specific
for Dritz
That's
Dordens.
people.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah, so sort of looking around, you can see that there are several like popular, sort of well-known like historical figures that are out in force on the floor.
In force.
down a clown with Benjamin Franklin.
There are numerous of them.
What the fuck?
That's what it feels like. Like, who would do that?
Yes.
Oh my god.
In terms of the single most popular one of them.
Yeah. Well, not,
Drizzt.
yeah, who are the couple like popular ones that are just like walking around?
As they mentioned, you do see a lot of Drizzt Do'Urdens out there. And the other one that you see quite a bit of is you see a bunch of I'm blanking on the name.
Zoltan.
Got it. Hold on.
Zoltan the Survivable.
No, not Zoltan the Survivable. You see a lot of Vajra Safars.
Oh. The Force Grey chick that we met,
Mhm.
like
Wait, I thought she was a secretary or something.
isn't she the Black Staff?
Baru being from the surface, going like,
I'm like pretty sure she's not a secretary.
Well, if she was the Blackstaff, why didn't she just introduce herself as the Blackstaff?
That I think the DM already admitted that mistake.
no, that wasn't a
Really?
mistake. She introduced herself as Vajra Safar.
Oh.
She probably hates being introduced as that.
Oh, you know, Riza pointed out Riza pointed out that she didn't realize until after the last session that that was actually the Black Staff.
Yeah, which works because, like,
Right.
Rey, living in the Underdark for most of her life, probably would have no idea who
Sure.
the Black Staff was.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think she's
Oh.
just like the assistant, right? Because like they sent the highest ranking assistant.
I'm not there.
I'm pretty sure.
No, she is the Black Staff.
I don't
At
know
least
what
she
that means.
was the last time I was
Oh.
above ground.
I think I know what that means. Like they hold
Yeah.
the staff.
Well, they do a little bit more than hold the staff. She does. I mean, she does. That is, you're not wrong. It's just kind of like, it's like number one. She's like number one, in terms of like magic power.
I don't know.
Like out
Not
of
convinced.
Well,
I
a lot
guess-
of the people here are, so.
Yeah,
She's very popular.
She's very powerful. I didn't realize she was popular in this way. I
This
gesticulate
aspect?
to like
That's
the
true.
six.
You know, this
Well,
is very
she's a
confusing.
powerful, high-head, honcho woman.
I mean, she runs Force Grey, so that's saying something. When the whole high team tier of adventurers works under you, so she's just she's got a lot got a lot going on. She doesn't live around here though. I don't think. I think she's normally further south.
I wonder what kind of laws they have around for this. Must be skirting a lot of things.
She probably doesn't want to know. Maybe she does. Maybe she's one of the people here. Wouldn't that be something?
Wouldn't that be something?
Seems
They
like she's
followed
a
us
lot
through
of the
the
people
portal.
here.
Who else came with us in the teleportation portal? We may never know. She could have her own teleportation circle here. Who knows? She could come right out of
probably
Black
cast
Staff
it herself
Tower.
if you're saying that she's so powerful or whatever,
Yeah,
and not
she's
actually a secretary.
It's probably her simulacrum is hanging out here. She will probably be offended if you call her a secretary. I'm not gonna lie.
Or would she find it charming?
Well, you could ask and find out, but on the offhand chance that she doesn't find it charming, it may not be great.
I think that if she wanted to be known as the Black Staff, she would have introduced herself as the Black Staff.
Said Zoltan's voice in my head.
I mean, I'm sure she wanted a little bit of privacy, or she thought everybody there knew who she was, so she didn't feel the need to
That's
say it.
very presumptuous of her.
I mean, I didn't meet the woman until just now. It wasn't, my daily life was not interacting with the Black Staff. I've never even been to, what's it called, Waterdeep or wherever she is. Too big.
Hey, I thought she was the secretary, and I don't know who the Black Staff is until now. But if you say she's the Black Staff, then I guess she is, because look at she's all around.
She's clearly a very popular woman in these
She's
parts.
a very popular option.
It's like kind of weird when it's like people in real life that but like not.
Yeah, considering that Dritz is not just like a person that I've heard about and I've actually seen in her room. And now he's walking around, dingleberries in the wind.
Okay, so wait. All of a sudden here, the Black Staff is a secretary, and you're out dropping that you've seen Dritz Dordan, like, where?
He was in the room with us.
Was he in the room with us?
Yes, he was in the Lord's Alliance group.
I don't remember seeing
Baru.
Dritz there.
I think it was Darlaxel.
Oh, it was their Axel. You're right. Sorry, they look the same.
Wow.
That's Drowse.
It also looked like Jarlaxle was wearing an eye patch.
Yeah.
Bastard. Yeah. Have you actually? Okay. Aside from in the room
No.
with us, have you? Okay.
No, I have only heard of Dritz. No, not all Drow know each other.
Okay.
I'm
That
joking.
is not how that.
I'm
that was-
joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Go kiss somebody. Go.
You go kiss somebody. You first. Oh,
I
let's
kissed
make it a
Jorlin.
competition.
Derek,
He's
you're
like,
muted.
I'll go first.
I kissed Jorlin.
That's
It just
cheating.
wanders
Jorlin's
off.
cheating.
Jorlin is initially surprised, but goes with it.
All right, goodbye.
As you're having this discussion and Baru is getting up
She
to
didn't leave. She
there-
wandered off into the people crowd.
Yeah, there is a person approaching your table.
Okay.
Is it?
They, like everyone else, is pretty hard to distinguish any distinguishable features about them.
I was gonna ask, is it Dritzo Orden? Is it Illustriel? Silverhand?
It is not one of the people that is intentionally recognizable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If I squint really hard, is it Balder?
We go, Balder,
You
is that you in our
mentally ask
brains?
if it's Balder.
Yeah. Yep, Balder, is that you? And if I don't get a response, then I don't worry about it.
The response you get from Balder is, don't think so.
I'm busy.
Yep. No further communication.
Yeah, the person asks, may I sit?
Yes.
Thank you.
Sure.
Sure.
And
I make room?
yeah, slides in right
Whoever
next to Ray.
slides over.
They've got their own large plate of food that they set down.
Oh, the
Oh, they
roast
brought...
boar is really good, so I see you got some of it.
It's not bad. So, didn't take you all for the type to end up here. I thought you were all a lot less fun than this.
They know you.
Oh no.
Oh no,
Who this
is
be? Who you?
Mundra.
Oh,
Czar. Czar
is
is.
somebody who wants to
If this
fuck
is
with
Czar,
us.
I'm gonna fucking flip out and I'm just gonna throw myself off this rock.
Oh, you think it's Clown Boy?
Yeah, it's fucking
Yeah.
Oh.
Murder Man.
Then
Czar
the
the
voice
seventh.
gets like masked as well, right? So we can't
Yeah,
tell.
so you're actually able to make out some features. I'm not telling you them because then you might recognize them and your characters are not able to recognize them.
Mhm.
This is awful. I say, clearly you
I
know...
will tell you that they are just completely naked except the mask.
Oh,
Oh,
have I seen this penis? Genital.
completely naked except for great. Well, you know, I guess we're all being vulnerable in this moment, aren't we?
Poor
Um,
Baru.
Who could it be? Who would be naked and think
And
that
who
we're
would-
not fun?
And who would be able to find us this fast? That's the
Powerful
other
enough.
question. Yeah. You know,
I mean-
not that I don't respect the whole thing this place has got going on, but I would love to know who I'm talking with right now.
Oh, I love the whole thing that this place has got going on. It's sort of my thing. That's how I knew you were here.
Is somebody that knew we were coming to Neverwinter? I mean, pretty
they
much.
all kinda
I think
knew
they
we
all
were-
knew we were coming.
Well, you've got it as a disadvantage since we're not entirely sure
It's-
who we're talking to.
It's not Raynor, right? The guy that we dropped the name. Just making sure.
No, because he
mean-
would have expected us to be here. So this is somebody that didn't think we were going to come here.
Oh, that's true.
I'm thinking maybe Ao?
Is it a Mundra?
No.
Oh, she said she would be there, maybe.
She said we might run into her and we should act like we don't know her.
Is this a Mundra scene? Because that would be wild.
See, here, let me help you out for just a minute here, and they reach up and like briefly take the mask off, just enough to break it for a moment, letting you see it's a pretty large figure, about 7 foot 8 inches
It's
tall.
Oh, jeez.
Definitely male, purple skin, 6 fingers on each hand.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
My name's
uh-oh.
Enigma Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Wait, no. What?
No, who do we know that six
Is
fingers?
this-
Ooh.
Is this?
Is it creepy
Finger.
clown guy?
No, is this grass?
I think it's Gratz.
Uh-oh.
Yes,
Oh.
Umrera would rightly recognize this as grass.
Gratz. Yeah. His big purple sword. You can see his
who
purple
Big
sword.
purple sword.
who has the domain of hedonism.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
Well, sorry. Nice to meet you, I suppose.
You too. Like I said, my sister didn't describe you as nearly this fun.
Thea's
well,
like,
we did meet in very dark circumstances. Quite literally. We're in a better place now, clearly.
Indeed.
I yell at Thea in my head to come back.
Thea comes and sits right next to Gratz.
Yeah, he
Great.
scoots over more and sort of makes room for Thea there.
Oh no! Panique!
How did you know we were going to be here?
I didn't till you came in.
Oh wow! Oh,
Thea's
so
like, are you here every night?
No, I was recently in Menzo Baranzan. I just came here when I found out you were here. This is one of the places on Faerun that I can always see fairly clearly.
Oh, so you came specifically here tonight to meet us.
Yes.
Is there any particular
nice.
reason other than that we're great?
I just wanted to introduce myself and tell you how impressed I am with what you did for our mother.
Yes.
Thea's like, yes. I just nods
Yes.
her head.
Uh,
Thea's like, it wasn't easy.
Yes, well, I heard through Eblis that, well, not through Eblis, but I heard through the grapevine that
Bitch!
Eblis had been able to provide you with a little gift for your services to her, and I wanted to offer you one of mine as well. If you want it, of course. Don't worry, I'm not going to tear this place apart or anything if you refuse. I like this place.
I guess the thing we've noticed is that, they're not so much gifts as they are
Oh,
trade-off.
it would certainly come with a piece of my madness.
Thea's like, I already got one, and I don't think the party likes it very much.
fucking a lot of people.
I can't imagine what madness from the hedonism is, but
It's gonna be your
It
curse.
sounds wonderful, honestly.
it's gonna probably be bad.
Drinking
It's
a
gonna
lot
be
or
like it's gonna be like you
drugs.
starve to death if you don't eat, like you can only eat fine food or something like that.
Zoltan's ears start buzzing a little as if he's missing out on making a mistake.
Glad we didn't bring him with.
Well, I'm sorry. I really can't accept such generosity.
That's all right. Whatever you want is fine.
Oh, this guy's so creepy.
Sorry. How much does your sister know about us?
Oh, well, she certainly hates you enough.
To be quite frank,
Says
she's
that you
scary.
probably snatched one of those links right out from under her nose. You don't happen to still have that with you, do you?
No.
No, unfortunately not.
Too bad.
Just missed it. Very unfortunate.
That's all right. I'm not in as much a hurry as she is to bring Therisden back.
How's Monteldareth?
Oh, in quite a bit of disarray.
That's what I heard last time. You were...
Competing? Yes.
Yes.
That's still ongoing, but I can take the night away for important people such as yourselves.
That's interesting. I don't think we were that important.
Really? Yeah, you've got quite a few people in Tizzy over you. My mother, my sister, a number of drow. And clearly Eblis likes you.
Thea's like, we're just trying to live our lives.
I mean, I
See,
thought
and that's all I want, is just to live my life.
I can see.
I thought, what had happened with us and your mother sort of ended when we parted ways for the most part. I didn't realize she was still interested in what we've been doing.
Well, I'm not sure she was until she had a conversation, if you could call it that, with a few drow. She's a little more interested now.
Drow from Menzo Brandon.
Yes, from Sorcerer particularly.
That's not familiar to me. Is that familiar to any of you guys?
It would
Or I
be
guess
at the
Ray.
very least familiar to Ray and Kipo as the it's basically their magic tower.
Mm.
Why? What?
What does it all mean?
Say why. Say why. Ask why.
You want it too hard now.
You know what? Now I'm gonna not ask even harder.
Yeah. You don't know if they've been following us or if they're close to finding us, do you?
Well, until recently, none of them have been able to find you, but then you popped up here and I had to come by and see.
You wouldn't tell them,
How
right?
did-
We just want to have a fun night.
How did you find us? Is it?
I told you this is one of the places I can always see quite clearly.
I see.
He saw us.
Oh shit! Because of all the sex and stuff.
Thea's like in the mind, she's like, does that mean we have to stay away from all the fucking brothels now?
I don't think all the brothels, but probably specifically this one.
Now we really have to stop this demon problem so we can get back to what's important.
Exactly.
The brothels. Oh gosh.
Is your scope all reaching, or is it just specifically this one because it is so?
Well,
Is it well rated? This is 5 stars.
well,
These
sure
these
that
are the
you're-
questions that you probe deeper about.
He says,
Not
I'm sure that your humdrum backwoods one I haven't even noticed. This one's always crystal clear, and others are various levels of clarity.
That's what I
It
figured.
depends how concentrated it is.
Yeah. And the masks don't do anything for you, I suppose, because you are a demon prince.
Oh yes, I can see through those quite easily.
I
Well.
almost do want to ask if one of the
If he sees
Vajra
Balder?
Safars is the real one.
Oh.
If what? One of the what?
One of the
Vashra.
Vajra Safars is the real one. Or if they're all
Do
fake.
you want to ask? 'Cause
No,
it seems like
I'm
you're
not ready
invested.
to ask that.
Do it.
No,
Do you want me to ask?
No,
Thea's like,
Bruce
is one of these
out right now.
Thea's like, she'll ask. She's like, is one of these the real Vajra? Come on, tell us.
He glances out and says, "No, I'm afraid not."
Oh, they're all fakes. We knew it.
So I'm sorry. So you can see us here. Can the drow that are trying to find us also see us here, or no?
Not as easily as I can, certainly. Perhaps if they were looking for you right now, I don't know what was hiding you from their sight before.
Guess I'm never living above ground again.
We're all going under.
We're all going back underground.
But they would have to be looking, and
Do you know why Menso Bransan is looking for us? I mean, I know why, but I have this nagging voice in my head that sounds exactly like my friend's voice. It's very annoying. I don't suppose it's the dreams that we're having.
he says, I'm not even sure they know why they're looking for you. Actually, I know why they think you're important, but I don't know if they know why that is.
Well, why do they think we're important?
Because one of Gromp's rivals wanted to find you.
Grumps.
Ah, he's trying to unobtain us, one might say.
Ah.
Gromp,
He's-
former master of the Tower
Ah.
of Sorceer, and the reason that we are all able to be here.
He's the one that we think
He fucked shit up.
the Phaserus went bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he accidentally summoned every demon.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't summon us. He just weakened the barrier enough that it was easier to come across.
I see.
Now, every half-bitten ritual to summon any sort of demon has the potential of manifesting something more powerful.
Who's his rival that's looking for us?
Oh, I don't know. I just know why the drow we captured were looking for you, and it's because Gromp was trying to outdo one of his rivals.
Feel like his weakening of the plane to allow you all to show up here is pretty outdoing most any rival he could find.
Right you are. I doubt it that he has had any greater experience in his life.
So, if we wanted to just sort of, I don't know, enjoy this location for what it was tonight, would that be possible? Or would you see everything that happened here and keep tabs on us?
Oh,
Because
I
I'd
won't
rather
get in your
not
way.
What a chill dude.
that. Thanks, bro.
This is what everyone should be able to enjoy.
It's like, no, I'll just stand in the corner and
In
watch.
fact, if you like, I can even bless the place for the night.
I don't know what a blessing from you would,
Yeah, what would
would
that
do.
mean?
Would just encourage everybody to act on their desires.
Uh-oh.
Oh. I feel like they're doing that already without any sort of prompting. I'm not going to lie. Is that just like
Is Grass
gesture?
alone, or does he have other people with him?
He's alone, sitting between
Oh,
you and
okay.
Ray.
I didn't know if he had like
Or
another
I'm just
someone
like-
with him.
I'm like practically like pressed up against Jordan, just like
Fia's enjoying this. She's like, when's the next time we're gonna sit next to a demon lord like this?
I don't want to feel his furry body.
Well, if you don't want the blessing, then I suppose I should get back to my war with Fraz.
What does he want to escape? If you don't mind me asking.
The gem he's confined in.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, he's stuck in a gem. Some stupid human was trying to sell it, of all things. He's still stuck in there, but he managed to dominate enough of them that he's making it difficult for me.
GTL.
You would recall that Chaos Boy wanted you to retrieve a gem he had purchased from Montaldareth.
Fuck.
Ray starts laughing at her chair.
Quest updated.
Blink.
You start laughing, Bruce just like slumped over.
Well, have a good night. And he disappears.
Oh, fuck me. I realize I shouldn't say that in this place. It's gonna come across differently, but you know.
Five people are gonna come up.
Yeah, all
just
of a
out of
sudden.
nowhere.
YOLO.
This is very bad, correct?
I mean, he said that he wasn't gonna do anything. Not that that means anything for my demon, but you know. It is kind of his domain to like let people enjoy themselves as long as he keeps his word that he's not gonna bless this place and hopefully we don't have a full-blown orgy. Not that I mean, you guys are very attractive. I don't want to wake up having kissed y'all.
No.
No. Yeah, that's how I feel.
We're not really there yet,
You
you know.
know.
Okay.
I think maybe it's okay.
It feels very hard to sort of relax now, knowing that, you know, I don't know, we've been above ground for 2.5 hours and already got visited by a demon prince. Feels
Hello,
pretty
it's
bad.
me. I'm here to shatter your sense of safety.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think it'll be fine. Just take another drink here.
I
like-
do.
Go make out with somebody. Go make out with someone who kind of sounds pretty. I don't, or maybe feels pretty.
Wow.
Hard to tell.
Yeah. Oh
Oops,
jeez.
you can all
Okay.
enjoy your night here as much as possible now that Grast is gone.
Yeah.
Oh, Theo was gonna enjoy it even if he stayed.
He was like,
Theo-
"Can I go now?"
Theo's like,
Can
this
I-
is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Because
Theo
I'm not
wanted to
fucking
accept
paying for
another
this
boon.
next yes, tomorrow.
Thea would be like, Grass, you and me, and these 10 other people.
Yeah. He was like, "I'd like to book the big room, please."
The party room.
Yeah.
Thea, you're literally not paying for anything ever again.
Till I get it fixed.
Yeah, fortunately, she doesn't have to pay for anything here because Raynar comped it all.
That's
Yeah.
why she's enjoying the night. And you see Thea get up and just walk from the table again.
Yeah. As Ray's like,
Feels like, if you see another demon prince, let me know. I'll come back again.
okay.
For anyone who doesn't remember, I just put what Grast looks like in the chat or in the Discord.
Oh,
He's kind of a hottie.
Because, like, I would have had a fun night. Why didn't you guys let me go?
I'm sure if you
Didn't
wanted
sound like
to find
anyone was
him,
stopping
you could.
you.
Yeah.
No, go have fun.
I
Me and
just feel
Jorlin
like-
are gonna go find a room.
Baru's like so self-taught. You're like, "Here, take a drink," and she like takes a drink. You're like, "Go make out with somebody." She's like, "Okay," and gets up and goes and like makes out.
Okay.
Okay, and leaves.
Why am I like party mom for like trying to get everybody to make out with somebody? I turned to Dagrin or what I think is Dagrin.
He salutes and says, "Yes, ma'am," and sort of trundles
gosh.
off across the floor.
Yeah, go Dagrin.
Go Dagrin. Thank God Dagrin didn't take on a fucking blessing from the demon prince. Could you imagine if he was like, "Yeah, hit me," and he was like cursed to like throw himself off the nearest bridge or something? Oh my God.
Who else is with us? Oh yeah, what's his name is gone. He's already
Gone.
like probably he's slept with 3 people at this point.
At least.
He's
Mini
the
Arrows
marathon
has
man
4
today.
more kids on the way.
Yeah.
Twins.
Yeah. And you can meet up with everyone in the morning. Kipo having pulled an all-nighter to finish a book, Zoltan having copied a bunch of spells, and you all having met a demon, which you probably are going to tell them about.
Can you imagine if we were like, "What happens at the Moonstone Mask stays at the Moonstone Mask."
What happens at girls' night stays at girls' night.
Blood.
Hear that,
blood
Jorlin?
brothers. Yeah. Yeah,
And many
Jorlin.
arrows.
Wait, no, but what
and-
happened though? What happened? Like, tell me.
Oh my gosh. This is we have like the gossip catch-up sets, just we're like
Yeah.
walking back in the morning. It's like, listen, grapes, 1 bed, 3 women. You do the math. It's all good.
Wow.
How was your night?
Thea's like, I
That's
could've
all
sleep
I'm gonna
yet.
get? Absolutely not.
We
A
didn't
lady
do-
doesn't kiss and tell.
We didn't do anything.
Did you hold hands all night again?
Oh,
cuddled.
jeez.
We cuddled.
Right.
What?
I think I-
Just
Thea's
with Jorlin?
starting-
Nobody
Thea's
else?
starting to believe
I made out with a girl.
Ray is all talk.
He's all talk.
I'm not ready, guys. Don't pressure me.
Thea and I are like, oh my god, and then it was this, and then it was that.
Thea's like, I didn't go to sleep yet. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's like, I'll take my point of exhaustion, thank you.
I earned it.
See,
Did you get with the demon prince?
I don't know. You can't tell their faces apart.
I feel like you would have taken the mask off for you. I feel like you would have done that for you.
I don't
I
know.
feel like if you called out to him, he would have shown up. Not that
Yeah.
you should have done that, but
Listen,
he probably would have.
it, and then Thea's like, they're gonna be pissed if I do that.
Oh, that's true.
So Thea's
That is
like,
correct.
and I would, even if I did it, I would have to tell you guys. So I'd have to kiss and tell. So she's like, no, I won't do it.
And do you really want, like, tiefling little babies down the line? Probably not. No.
So we come back and we're like, Kipo, you done with your book?
Well, there's just so much source material. We could write like a library.
You just need something that classifies as a book.
You
Maybe
don't need
just
to
put
write
in
her
volume
shopping
1 at the
list.
end.
You can
You
have
know?
like volume 1, give that
Yeah.
away, and then volume 2 through 100 later.
Do you feel like you know more about like Netheri's culture now that you've heard Nahidra talk about it?
Certainly the slave culture, yes.
It
Yeah.
was bad.
Surprise!
Because like we had a
Nefarious
nice
were dicks.
surprise last night.
Yeah, speaking of surprises,
We met the demon lord of sexy times.
Not specifically sexy times, just general hedonism.
Just
Like-
sexy times is what Ray is gonna say.
Any sort of overindulgence, and Grast is like, yeah, that's where I am.
Gratz is the frat boy of the demon.
Yes.
Demon.
So they like had themed rooms or something? That seems rather strange choice given the recent events.
No.
like the real demon prince.
Yeah, he was gonna, give us a gift like Eblis did. But,
Oh, and I missed it.
we already
Did any
have.
of you take it? Because last time we talked to a demon lord,
We
a
did
lot
not.
of you took it.
Thea
We
was
did
really
not.
thinking about it, but she's like, I already got one problem.
Hold on. What time did this happen? Because I had this weird feeling
Couldn't have been more
I
than
don't know. They don't put clocks
That
in
I
there
was-
so you
Yeah.
can't
I
keep
had this
track
weird
of time.
feeling that I was missing out on something.
Well, he was certainly casual with us in a way I was not expecting.
He specifically said he came there to see us.
I think he was very pleasantly surprised that we were down to party
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. And we got a little bit of information. To avoid rehashing, I will share all of the information that we got about Gromf and the rival and the gem and all of that stuff.
So Gromp's rival is the one that's looking for us, correct?
Well, because
Or I
Gromp's
understand
rival was Gromp started to 2.
Yes.
In a
Well,
very
those are
in a very you fashion, he decided to unobtain you.
and apparently so many people are looking for us that all of the demons are now interested in looking for us again. So we've got a lot of attention on us.
And we don't happen to know
Uh,
who Gromp's rival
Did,
is.
did you guys ask why? Just out of curiosity, did you ask why?
Nope.
No. Oh.
And we
Okay.
don't know who Gromp's rival is. We asked,
that's kind of a weird thing not to ask, but
We asked
Oh,
why, but
oh.
they don't know exactly why they even want us to begin with, is
Oh.
the
Yeah.
consensus.
They
Yeah.
just want us because
Oh.
other people want us.
yeah.
Our perceived value is perceived.
You're rapidly becoming NFTs where everyone wants you
I
because
was
everyone
up-
else wants you.
Yeah.
I was about to say, so we're like Bitcoin.
Yes, we don't really exist, and you can right-click save all of our pictures.
Mhm.
Hey, Dweller, random question. Are there any mages that Gromp is in rather hostile adversary type person?
Durlamar is going to respond pretty rapidly to this. Derek needs a minute to pull his list together from his notes.
Oh, it's a big list, apparently.
I'm sure he's not a well-liked man.
Yeah, so Durlamar knows the answer to this pretty off the top of his head. Derek needs a minute.
So we probably need to beat the Zentrum to Monteldareth because the gem that they're looking to retrieve has got a demon trapped inside of it.
That was a funny revelation. I just.
Yeah, that puzzle piece got clicked into place.
And a demon stuck in a gem is something we want to obtain.
Unobtained.
Unobtained. I don't think we want the Zentrum to obtain
Well,
it.
you know, I
we
would say
want
that.
to unobtain it.
Well, no, technically we want to obtain it so that someone else cannot obtain it. So we're obtaining it.
We want
So
them
we want
to
to
unobtain it.
Obtain it.
We're unobtaining
This
it
one
from
is
the
killing me.
Zentrum and obtaining it for the Harpers.
Well,
Yes,
hold
that's
on, hold on,
exactly
though.
What it is.
I feel like we're obtaining it for ourselves to.
No,
prevent-
we're obtaining it for the Harpers. We're unobtaining it from the Zentrum. We're not obtaining anything for us.
Have they obtained it? Have they obtained it yet?
Not yet.
Oh, then how do you
Where is the
unobtain
gem
something
at
that
the moment?
hasn't been obtained? I'm
They're
very
in the
confused.
process of trying to obtain it.
Oh, so we're preventing them from obtaining it.
Yeah, we're unobtaining it from them.
We're preventing the obtainability of the obtainable thing that I don't. Got it.
Look, Zoltan, I speak 8 languages. As long as you get the point across, nobody really cares what words you use.
What are even words? Language is just a made up thing, right?
Wow, Zoltan, you really
This is
didn't sleep last
exactly the
night, did
argument
you?
that I've been making, and you just made it yourself.
Oh, it's like I paid attention to the PowerPoint
Did
presentation.
you though?
Obviously I did.
He's got it open in a tab next to his dream so he can reference it.
I just choked on my beer.
Sorry.
Because my dream is actually not open, and that was the funny part.
I have mine at the top of my character sheet, so I can always see it.
Oh, I thought you were making a jab about how I don't know what my dream is.
Oh, I was. I definitely
It's exactly
was.
that
That's
one.
correct.
Okay.
I don't think anybody missed that part.
I didn't, but then I got confused. It's easily done. Well done.
Oh boy. Okay. Was there anything else from last night that we missed that they want to hear about?
I wanted to poke
It was
a
a
bit
good
about.
time.
Yeah, well, it was a good time. I wanted to poke a bit. About Rixali and Shar, but I
Wait,
don't want to.
did y'all stay there?
Yeah.
Yeah. We came back
Oh.
in the morning for breakfast.
I wonder if that gold that I spent for your room here is transferable.
You could have said you were only paying for the rooms for people who were staying for the night.
I thought y'all were I did not know that you could stay where you were going, so I said that I marked off 45 gold because there was 9 people. I thought you had to come back there to sleep.
Are we 9? I thought we're 8.
We are 9. There is Dagrin. We are 5, and then there is Dagrin.
Jorlin, Bald. Yep.
Jorlin,
Okay.
Balder, and
Nahidra.
Got it. I keep forgetting that Jorlin is always with us. I just thought about the new guys we picked up.
You're just always forgetting about
He's
him.
just one step behind Ray all the time, so it's just
He's just always here.
He's your little shadow. Yeah. Nice. If you want to ask questions about Shar, go ahead. I can try to answer what I know.
Well, no, I meant I wanted to ask Grass, but I didn't want to. I don't know.
I know.
I was just a bit nervous, I guess.
Well, I feel like we asked about Rexali, and he was just like, she's really pissed at you. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't really want to poke at it too much.
yeah, I got nervous as soon as he was like, "Oh, she's really mad." I was like, "Okay, we should abandon that line of questioning."
He doesn't like his sister though, so why would he care?
No, they like each other fine.
I thought they were like in a battle.
No. They're the only ones who are not fighting each other. The other ones in that city are fighting each other.
Oh.
Simi is fighting
Well,
everybody.
So here's what you get from Durlamar. To name a few: me, Morngrim, Fildrin, Vizerin Devere, Deodra, Jasanta, Blackstaff, Methramar, Semamon, Jegard Bainry, Merrill, Ferun Mizrim, Fazul Chimbril, Talatha Bweri, Szastam. I put that in the chat too.
Okay, I was like, oh god, we're not writing this down.
What was the question?
Who's one of Gromp's rival like archmages and stuff?
To name a few, me.
I love that it starts off with himself.
Me.
Amazing.
See, this is what I mean. Like, why would you introduce yourself as Vashra Bashar when everyone just calls you Blackstaff? I say to myself.
You should ask her that next time you see her. I'm sure she'll be there when we get back. And if she's not, I'm sure we'll see her again.
I mean, it's like a title, right? You don't just walk around telling everybody, "Hi, I'm the Emperor."
Do any of those names stand out to us?
Yeah.
Or anyone?
I don't know. Do they?
No, not to me. I don't know. Not...
So, Jegrid Bainry should stand out because they have the same last name as Grumpf.
Yeah.
So that's definitely like a family member of some sort. Szastam is the current leader of Thay. Let me see here.
How can there be multiple arch rivals? That doesn't like. Can't there only be one?
Vizerin Devere is another drow name, which Ray would recognize just as like, yep, that's a drow.
Yeah.
Merrill is fairly well known as one of Halaster's, right?
Yeah, Merrill is really well known for surfacers as a disciple of Halaster, the Mad Mage. And Fazul Chembril is really well known as the leader of the Host Tower of the Arcane in Luskan.
And
so they're all fairly big names. The rest of those names are pretty unknown, but they're probably people of similar ilk.
Yeah.
Did you guys not ask who the guy?
We did ask, and
know.
he said he didn't know.
He did not know. Okay.
Or if he did know, he didn't care enough to tell us. He kind of hand waved it off. But we did ask if we could get the name from him. He did not provide it.
Well, I think we can cross Dorlamar and the Blackstaff off the list because we met them and they haven't really, stood out as saying, "Hey, I've been looking for you."
Unless they're doing a really long con, which would be wild.
This whole time.
Dorlamar's been you this whole time.
And I think we'll come to a stop here for the night. With that new little piece of information for y'all.